what this will do to my soccer fandom because I was a soccer fan before. Like, I go see the Thorns, I go see the Timbers. Anytime I travel internationally,
Soccer souk, they call you.
Well, I've seen a lot of international soccer games. That's always high on my list. Anytime I go somewhere, can I go see a sporting event? Soccer is usually what it is. So
Football sucks, kind of.
I think the only way that this would like really increase, because this is great. I'm all about the World Cup. I ordered a U.S. jersey. I got on board, got my Stars and Stripes jersey coming. Full on World Cup, let's go. But I don't know, outside of like picking a team and starting to follow one of the European leagues, I don't know where my soccer fandom goes. I don't know what is the next step. Because all of a sudden, I'm not going to become like a Bundesliga guy and watch every game and wake up at 4 a.m, a la P. Harris. But I do feel that my soccer fandom over the last 10 years has really risen. And I don't know what that next step is, but at least this World Cup has cemented. Wherever my fandom has grown, it's not going backwards. That's the bare minimum. It's cemented it. Because I'm all in. This is what I'm looking up games and schedules. When is this on? I sat around today and was late because I wanted to watch the end. I sat at the gym and watched the end of Japan and Brazil. Because I was like, I don't know, I can be 10, 15 minutes late. I want to see the end of this.
Well, you're an animal, Jason.
Yes.
Soccer souk is here to stay.
And yes, to me, the World Cup was more important than what happened in Portland today. Even though what happened in Portland, I don't know. I guess it could be big.
Yeah. Well, the Blazers got Ja Morant today.
Yeah.
If you guys are just tuning in, and I'm not kidding.
No.
Like that actually happened.
No.
Ja Morant is a Blazer.
I got in the car.
What the hell?
I got in the car and
a new Oregonian.
I turned on old Luke Anderson and I got the breaking news and I was like, Jaylen Brown, here it comes. Yeah, I got this. And so I was all like, okay, here comes Jaylen Brown. And I heard the J and I like, yeah, nope, wrong J.
Huh? Oh, no, Ja.
And for a minute, Luke, a bit of a stand-up comedian, there was a moment where I was like, what? Huh? You just like effing around? Ja Morant. And then you saw that.
Yeah.
And then you saw who they gave up for him, and you're like, I guess. I mean,
Well, I'll give you my hot take. You want it?
Yeah.
I'm ready with it. Well, on one hand, can't be mad.
No.
because you didn't give anything up.
You've been wanting. I mean, I've been wanting the Blazers to get aggressive and actually acquire good players.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can't be mad, right?
Yes.
On the other, there was no market for this goober because he's a grade A bonehead.
Yes.
And no one likes him. But that also means you kind of stole him. So for Grant and Murray, I kind of like the risk here. And if anyone can get through to Ja Morant, it's the veteran backcourt of Damian Lillard and Drew Holiday. Okay, so this is my hot take. So for the price, I don't hate it.
No, well, you gave up
I don't hate it.
You gave up nothing.
Well, like I said, they stole him. So he only has 2 years left on his deal, which I think is important. So you're not stuck with him. Give it a shot.
Yeah.
I don't hate it. I don't hate it. So I'm leaving, and you can host the rest of the show. There's my take.
Well, first off, Drew Holiday's not going to be here, and probably neither is Scoot,
And we'll take
probably
calls.
neither is Shaden. Unless they're trying to do the Infinity Stones of guards, let's run out a 4-guard lineup and then throw Klingon out there. If you thought that the old regime loved collecting undersized guards, wait till you get a load of this one. So that's the other one. And I know people are like, every time, the Blazers do something, everyone says there's another move coming and then it never comes. This one will come. Like, you're not going to have Drew, Dame, Ja, Scoot, Shaden. Oh, yeah, and then, by the way, your best player who happens to need the ball in his hands like 75% of the time, too. And only one of those guys can shoot. Like, that's not going to be a thing. So, I would assume that whether that's the Jaylen Brown or something else, there is another one coming. So the Ja Morant thing, like at face value, it's a big giant whatever. You've got a guy that is so bad and on such a bad contract, Memphis took on arguably the worst contract in the NBA to get rid of him. Like, they couldn't find. Think about that. John Morant was a rookie of the year, most improved player, and at one point was viewed as one of the faces of the NBA. He was like one of a handful of guys that Nike gave a shoe to, which, by the way, the Jaws are actually really good. His shoes are excellent. It's just he sucks, so no one wants him. That's how far he had fallen. You couldn't get a first-round pick. You couldn't get any pick for him. In fact, like I said, Memphis had to take on arguably the worst contract. So that's how bad he's fallen. He's played in 79 games in 3 years. And although, we can get him an Oregonian sticker, he'll fit right in. But this is the definition of buying low. Like, if he ends up being a bum here, next year you've got an expiring deal and you get rid of him, you sit his ass on the bench, whatever, he suspends himself because he'll do something stupid. And if it works out, maybe you have kind of an heir apparent to Damian Lillard. But, this is the definition of... Remember back in the day when they were collecting all those former top 5 picks? It was like Thomas Robinson and Thabit and... and obviously John Morant's had way more success than this, but you got a guy that doesn't play defense, he can't shoot, needs the ball in his hands, huge off-court problems, and he's been chronically hurt over the last 3 years, and is a solely athleticism-based player and doesn't seem as athletic. If you gave up anything of substance, you could look at that and be like, dude, what the hell are you doing? But when you gave up someone that you were desperate to get rid of and then a ham sandwich and Chris Murray, why not? You bought a Lamborghini with a bum engine. So can you fix the engine? Great. And if not, who cares? You put it out to scrap. So I think this is a big deal simply because the name and what John Morant was 3 or 4 years ago. But I'm skeptical that John Morant ends up playing any sort of major role alongside this version of the Portland Trailblazers. Maybe.
Well, what do you mean? What would he do? Just ride the bench?
I don't see where this works out. Again, if let's say the Jaylen Brown deal does go down, right? So your starting backcourt then becomes Damian Lillard and Jaylen Brown. And then Ja's coming off the bench. I mean, is he contrite? Is he willing to play off the bench? Is he willing to be a sixth man? Shams actually said that John Morant was excited to come to Portland. I don't know. When you're a guy that supposedly has a 2-cent head and just got told that no one really wants you and you get a second chance, you got one of two ways to go. You embrace that, you become a sixth man, and you become instant offense. It would be great if that ends up being the deal and it's Jaylen Brown and Dame in your backcourt and Ja is the sixth man. How great would it be that when you're trying to give the older guys rest, you bring Ja in for 22 minutes a night and say, hey...
Can we slow that down, though?
Yeah.
The Blazers don't have Jaylen Brown. So why don't we go off of
Well, and Chris Haynes is reporting that the Blazers are envisioning Dame and Ja in the backcourt together.
Yeah.
That
makes
Ja
more
wouldn't come
sense.
off the bench.
Yeah, no, he would be the starting
He would be the
Right.
starting two.
Yeah. And that makes more sense to me. I don't think they acquired
Or he's the point guard and Dame's the starting
Right.
two.
I think that would be more like
But then
that's
again,
fine.
this goes back to my thing. I don't love that because now we have two guards that don't play defense. You have a young guy that's hurt and doesn't play defense.
But see, here's
and
how
you got an old guy
okay.
that doesn't play defense.
Right.
You're not going to hear me bitch about that. While that is right, you're not going to hear me bitch about that because it's better than what you had. And you didn't give up much to get it. I don't know. I don't view Ja as the same as Thomas Robinson and who else did you mention?
Thabit when they were collecting those guys.
I don't view him like that. I view him as he's 26 years old. Maybe Damian Lillard, Jrue Holiday, whoever is here can get through to him. And you just acquired a guy who dragged a Memphis team that wasn't that good to the West semis, I think.
They were the 2 seed.
1 year. He won
the Western Conference, yeah.
Rookie of the Year. He is an outstanding scorer of the basketball. Yes, we're all scared of him and nobody wanted him because of his 2-cent brain. But again, guys do grow up. You get veteran leadership. I don't hate the risk at all. And I would imagine they didn't acquire him just to, just say, well, maybe this works. I think they're thinking, hopefully they did their due diligence on him and they're thinking he can fit in nicely in that backcourt.
I think it says a lot what they think of Scoot Henderson.
Yes.
They're willing to take a risk on Ja and say, look, if this works out, we got a guy that's much better than Scoot. And I'm kind of on both your sides here. I can't fully judge because I don't think they're done. I think this is the preemptive move to another move. Yeah. And so on the surface, if this is all they're doing and this is where the Blazers end and they're going with the team with 4 point guards and their backcourt is Dame and Ja, that defense is going to be so atrocious. Yeah. It'll be bad. But at the same time, Ja, like 3 years ago, was the heir apparent to be the face of the NBA.
Yeah.
Like, that's how talented this guy actually is. He is the legitimate talent that you don't get in Portland, and Portland just got him for. Jeremy Grant was a contract that nobody really wanted, and Chris Murray, who is a role player you can find anywhere at any time. So to go out and get that talent, it's a great deal to run that risk, because I don't think it is much of a risk. It's only 2 years, but at the same time, if this is the only move they make, then I'm going to have some questions. But at the start of it, like, I'm excited because it's like, wow, Portland actually made a deal for a guy who has a lot of talent in the NBA and has proven stuff that he can win on a pretty high level.
I guess I split somewhere in the middle where, one, I do believe something else is coming. So I'm not judging anything.
Yeah, I'm with you. I cannot judge anything right now.
But I'm just not as optimistic because he hasn't been good in 4 years.
79 games, I believe, in the last 3 years.
3 years. So he has played in the last 3 years 950 in 20 games. And
well, he had an elbow injury last year.
Yeah. And all the off-court stuff.
And a gun injury.
Literally Memphis could not.
Plexico burst himself.
Oh. Yes, he did.
He shot himself.
Memphis could not get rid of him. So
right.
No, nobody wanted him.
So this is that. I guess that's my thing. That's why I said it's like buying a car that was once really nice. It's a piece of crap. If something happens, I will be pleasantly surprised. To me, and this is just me, I'm no NBA GM builder or anything like that. And, you know, I just look at it and there's no downside to it, but I guess I don't see the likelihood of the upside. I'm one of those guys that believes that once injuries start to set in and really your whole game is based around athleticism and you're kind of a dumbass and the game doesn't really matter to you, very few of those guys, one, age well. Those games in the NBA don't age well. Russell Westbrook may be the exception. It's like the Cam Newton thing, right? If you're a big physical running quarterback, it doesn't age well unless you're Cam Newton. That athletic guy doesn't age well unless it's Russell Westbrook, right? He's the exception to that. Normally, once you lose a step, you don't get that step back. And when that's all you do, it's like, oh my God, like this is where this goes. And by the way, we've seen a million of these, whether it's John Wall, Steve Francis, right? We've seen a ton of these guys that once you lose the step and you're no longer the most explosive athlete on the floor, you're just kind of a guy.
You fall off the cliff there.
Yeah, it's a guy that just makes a lot of money. And to me, that's what Ja looks like. But again, Joe Cronin, whoever was in there making the decision, you looked at that and you're like, okay, well, I can bet on that we can be the guy that turns that around. We can get him to care. We can get him to improve his game. And like you said, there's no better player in the NBA to probably do that than Damian Lillard, right? Lillard's a guy that can be that guy, hopefully to get in his ear and be like, you know, Nike's here and be like, hey, dude, if you want to extend this career, dude, get on board. And if that's the case, then maybe a year or two down the road, like you said, you've got an heir apparent. I just wouldn't count on that. And I'm hoping, fingers crossed, I'm hoping that there are other things coming down the road because it would scare me a little bit. And that's what Stevie Woke said in there. The idea
Stevie Freedom.
Stevie Freedom.
I think I'm Freedom today. Yeah.
250 strong.
Well,
Let's go.
By the way, yeah. I'm trying to find something to celebrate 250 and I can't find it. It's very frustrating. I'll talk about it. But so if this is really the plan, then we're back to the Scoot and Shaden thing and you're relegated to the bench. Drew Holiday's back on the bench. So someone has to go.
Yeah.
You can't have five effing guards.
They're not done.
But like it's the idea of you've kind of built this this team right now around the idea of versatility, length, and defense, right? And you can't shoot worth a damn, but like that's kind of your gig. So if this is your team, you still can't shoot a lick other than Lillard. He's like the one guy, right? But like the defensive length and scrabbiness, that kind of goes to hell because you got two guards that can't guard anyone. You got a young guy that's hurt and can't guard anyone, and an old guy. That concerns me.
I think
don't hold on. Like they are bad.
I get it. I just don't think we're at that point yet. I think we're over analyzing here. What I'm guessing happened, total guess, they absolutely lowballed Memphis.
Yes.
And Memphis was like, all right. And they're like, okay,
yeah.
We'll make it work.
Yeah,
like there is not, I don't think, it wouldn't seem to me smart. Even, I'm not a huge Joe Cronin fan, but I don't even think he would be at a place where he's saying, oh, I've got a whole plan for Ja Morant. No. All he was able to do was basically steal a former Rookie of the Year, number 2 overall pick talent that nobody else wanted, and rightly so.
Yeah.
And he'll figure it out. Like I feel like in the NBA, you just acquire talent, and in this instance, since you paid little to nothing for it, I don't think we need to already jump into, well, this isn't going to work for X, Y, and Z. We don't even know how they're going to deploy this.
No.
And there's probably more moves coming. I just feel like it's put it this way. If this were the last move, I think it would make way more sense, right?
Yes.
So why are we jumping?
I'm not, yeah.
I know you're not. I get all the comments about it. It makes total sense. It's just I don't know that we're at that place yet. No. It's like it's the first move. It was clearly a Hail Mary, like, here, you want these two? Oh, they're going to take that?
You're
Perfect.
trading one garbage-ass contract for another garbage-ass contract.
Yeah, so we can work with – I don't think there's a team in the league that wouldn't work with Ja Morant for that price.
Sure.
You know?
Because Jeremy Grant ain't going anywhere. You know what Jeremy Grant is, and no offense, but old Murray there, he'll be out of the league in a handful of years, so whatever. You're right. You're trading a bad contract for someone that's on the wrong side, and you know what he is, for another bad contract with a guy that at one point was dynamic and may be again. So from that standpoint, yes, I'm with you. You've got a problem, we've got a problem, switch them. And
but don't you think it's very uncommon when you're Joe Cronin, and this is the frustrating part, is you're trying to get Jaylen Brown, you're trying to get Giannis, you're trying to get all these guys, and you never get them. But then every once in a while, maybe one comes across your desk where it's like, it's too good to pass up.
Sure.
Like, I just have to take this, and we'll rearrange the deck chairs as we go.
Yeah.
And I think that kind of sounds like what happened here. I don't know if this has anything to do with anything with Jaylen Brown or otherwise. It's just
there's no risk to this, right?
Exactly.
No. There's no risk.
None, because you're trading Grant no matter what.
Yeah,
now, if you come back and say, oh, Jaylen Brown, you could have had him, but you already traded Jeremy Grant, well, that's a problem.
Exactly, but you can still make those the monies work. You can do the Drew Holiday and
right.
I'll
say this too: if somehow this was the only place to move and they end up with Shaedon Sharpe and Ja Morant, though, in the same backcourt, that would be some fun regular season basketball.
I still don't hate that.
Postseason basketball.
They're not going to be any good anyway.
No.
If they made the play in the postseason, their defense would suck so bad. But offensively, in the regular season, there would be some sick dunk packages.
More importantly, the strip club gun industry right now,
dude,
just going nuts.
I just had a thought. First time for everything. I know. Can you believe that on the day Ja Morant is traded to Portland, the A crop is folding?
Oh, is that official?
Well, no, but yes.
Yeah, I heard that it may completely shut down. Is this the savior that we all need? Ja Morant comes in and buys?
Save the A crop?
He props it up with fresh new capital.
They fly him straight to the parking lot.
Yes, Ja, you're gonna love the city.
They land right on McLaughlin and they just pull over.
Chopper him over there. Get his eyes on it.
Let's make it happen, man.
He may like it.
Yeah.
There's been shootings there, haven't there?
I would think so.
Yeah, come on.
That's not in the best part of town.
He'll love it.
We can get him. We can buy Bob's Red Mill, make that his house, renovate it a little bit, and then you're right across the street. Just make a 2-for-1 sort of deal.
I'm 10 minutes down the road. He can rent a room from me.
There you go. Ja, welcome to Portland. Welcome to be an Oregonian, you slick son of a bitch.
Can you imagine Stevie Freedom renting a room to Ja Morant?
I would pay to watch that reality show.
I don't think he'd like me.
Just sucker kicking, just learning, the Vaughn kids learning at the master. Didn't
hey, go hang out with Uncle Ja over there.
Well, didn't Ja Morant pistol whip some 16-year-old kid on his basketball court?
He sucker punched him.
Yeah, bro.
Dude, this
is a sucker punch with a sucker kick.
Synergy coming together. I ordered old sucker kick a Denny Avia jersey as a reward for sucker kicking that kid. I didn't like that he got in trouble for it. I need to change it. I think we need to stop the Denny order. I think we need a Ja Morant jersey.
I think he would actually be psyched about that.
Dude, I got to see if I put a halt on this order and get a Morant jersey. feel like I jumped the gun a little bit with that Denny.
Ooh, nice one.
This is a good text. He could rename it Jacropolis.
Let's go. Dude, this writes itself.
It does.
I love it. All right, I'm back on board. No more negativity. Dude. I'm on board.
A+ trade.
I'm on board. A+.
It saves the A crop, and you only lose Chris Murray and Jeremy Grant.
Let's make it happen.
No, you got rid of Chris Murray.
That's right.
Sorry.
Yeah. Wait, isn't that what he said?
Yeah.
No, you said you just said you traded him away.
No,
yeah. So
you said all you did was give up that. No, you got rid of him.
He didn't give up anything.
That's a positive.
That's
I see what you're saying.
That's those
negative. It's a positive by subtraction.
Those both.
Whatever.
Ja.
All right.
Ja, bro.
There's a lot of other goings on in the NBA as we are on NBA free agency eve here, and we will get to that coming up next in Frank A Services.
Now, from the George McCoy and Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
This update brought to you by Laurelhurst Market Steakhouse and Butcher Shop, a great spot for any occasion. Don't forget, you save 10% on your Butcher Shop order when you dine in. Menus and more at laurelhurstmarket.com. First, on the Fan, Portland Trailblazers make a trade today. They trade for all-star guard Ja Morant. In exchange, Grizzlies get Jeremy Grant and Chris Murray. Now, Morant, he's only played a total of 79 games the past 3 seasons, and he has 2 years left on his contract, worth $87 million for your Portland Trailblazers. Former Blazer Yusuf Nurkic, he intends to sign a 2-year deal worth $22 million to return to the Utah Jazz. Former NBA players Malik Beasley and former Blazer Ed Davis, they're among 6 defendants that got indicted today on charges related to alleged sports gambling scheme that targeted at least 4 games during the 2023-24 season. Detroit Lions, they've released cornerback Terrion Arnold after he was arrested last week on felony charges of armed robbery and kidnapping. World Cup update today. In the first match in the knockout stage, Brazil came back down 1-0 at half, beat Japan 2-1, and Germany and Paraguay going on right now. We are right at the end of the second half. They are tied 1-1. Looks like that may be going into some extra time. I'm Stephen Vaughn from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
All right, the Blazers have acquired Ja Morant, of all players. It'll be interesting to see how they polish that turd in a couple of senses. One,
they'll do exactly as you said.
Well, just the history of the Blazers and the Jail Blazers. It almost feels like Bob Whitsitt pulled off this deal.
Yeah.
And so there's gonna be a lot of people that aren't gonna like that, just from that perspective, and the guns and his off the court issues. And then the other one is if they don't do anything else, people looking around going like, "What really are you doing?"
Well, it is kind of weird that we're right back. And look, to be fair, this is not the Blazers front office. This is just fans over the weekend. We're right back to doing the same effing thing in Portland, where Jaylen Brown is last year was a top 10 player in the NBA. Right, he finished 5th or 6th in the MVP voting, led his team in the East without their best player. Some would say he's their best player, to the conference finals. He's a conference finals MVP. He's a finals MVP, and yet somehow we're drawing the line at not just Denny, who's our best player, but also Tumani and I love Klingon, who got played off the floor, by the way, in the finals against, or in the playoffs against Wemby. He literally couldn't play on the floor. And I know that 7-footers are rare and all that, but we've reached peak back to Portland where we would like an all NBA player. We want the best player that would be on our team. If Jaylen Brown comes here, he is instantly our best player. We do not have a guy that finished 6th in the MVP. We don't have someone that was a finals MVP.
Hey, Ja finished 7th.
There you go. So now we got, he's
4 years
ago. 4 years ago. As much as you like Denny, Denny's never been a third-team All-NBA. Jaylen Brown's been a third and a second-team All-NBA guy. But, hey, we cannot give up Denny, Tumani, or Klingon. No. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to give you all the crap we don't want and then some picks, and you give us back our best player. We're right back in that same boat.
Wait, what do you mean?
There's a lot of comments that said they can't. Comments.
This is from like just the fans?
Just fans, people in NBA circles that are saying the Blazers cannot give up Donovan Klingon in a trade for Jaylen Brown. You do know Donovan Klingon averaged 7 points on 30% shooting.
Do you think
against the Spurs in the playoffs? 30.
Who cares what other people say? But do
20 on threes.
Do you think that it is possible that the Blazers will not give up Donovan Klingon?
It's possible.
Yes.
It's two different questions.
Yes.
Who cares what other people are saying? Is it a thing that Donovan Klingon is actually untouchable?
It does
because if that's the case, then I think your criticism is warranted.
So this lies my question. The Celtics want to deal Jaylen Brown. And from an odds market perspective, we're the number one option.
Somebody said Clippers were number one now.
No, well, I mean,
but I think it's coming out that they don't want to part with Klingon.
Yes.
I mean, there's kind of some smoke to that.
So this is what I'm saying. This morning, as of this morning, I don't know now, but as of this morning, we were the best odds. Now the rest of the field had a better. So if you're taking the Blazers or the field's the better bet. But we had the best odds to land Jaylen Brown. And it sounds like the big hang-up is indeed Donovan Klingon. And so if this doesn't get done and we end up with Ja Morant as the big offseason addition and that's it, time will tell. Because again, I get it. 7 foot, rim protects, all of that. I totally understand that. But it does feel a little bit like if we're really being hardcore about the idea that the Blazers have 3 players that are kind of non-negotiable, that is baffling for a team that really probably has 1 player that I think maybe would be non-negotiable, and that's Denny. And I like Denny. I know he's younger, but again, I would like to point out Jaylen Brown is better than Denny. But it's just that notion of it feels like we're back to the overvaluing our own players.
Fans, maybe. Hopefully, Cronin's not doing that. Listen, I just think
it's
hard.
But if we were going to include him, wouldn't the Brown deal have been done by now?
I don't know about that. I think what you have is you have a really good player that a lot of teams want. It's easy to get Ja Morant. Nobody wants him.
Yeah.
It's hard to get Jaylen Brown.
A lot of people
Yes, a lot of people want him. And what ends up happening is, if Boston is doing their job, which I'm sure they are, they have a good front office, is they're creating a bidding war. And that's hard. It's hard to win. I've been saying this for years about Joe Cronin. It's not even really about Joe Cronin. It's just about the NBA. It's amazing how the same guys, GMs, continue to get their guy in trades in the NBA. There's just certain alphas in the NBA that are able to pull off these deals. And we just went through this last week. What did we learn from the Giannis trade? That it is actually not about how good your package is. Yeah. It's Pat Riley. It's Danny Ainge. It's all the alpha guys that continually swing deals like this. Yeah. So Joe Cronin is fighting an uphill fight to get Jaylen Brown. Yes, he has some assets. He's going to have to part with Klingon because Boston doesn't want just draft assets.
No.
They're trying to win.
Yeah, they're trying to win, and so they want a big. And so, I think that is a debate for Cronin. Say, okay, do I want to get rid of this big that we just drafted, and then we're back in that boat? I'm with you. I would do it for Jaylen Brown because, well, he's, like you said, a top 10 player in the league. So to me, it's a no-brainer, but to them, maybe it isn't. And then you have to go up against other teams who are coming in with offers, who have relationships with the Celtics. It's hard.
Yeah.
It is really hard to pull off these kinds of deals, which is exactly why I wasn't really in the camp of keeping Joe Cronin.
Yeah.
Especially with Ujiri sitting out there. He now ends up in Dallas. All of a sudden, he's linked to Kawhi.
Yeah.
It's like these, again, and he already pulled that off once. So Joe Cronin's going to have to prove it to us. Yeah. And
to me, that is
I don't know that he can.
To me, that is finding a way to get Jaylen Brown or to get Kawhi Leonard. That's
right.
Like this offseason, and look, if it doesn't happen, I mean, I guess
he should be fired.
We were told, and
if it doesn't happen,
yes,
he should be fired.
We were told that the timeline was being sped up, and this was about winning and winning now. And to me, that is a Jaylen Brown, Kawhi level player.
Well,
and
it started with Giannis. Don't forget about that.
Yes, it started with
Giannis. You guys got your hopes up about that. That didn't happen.
It didn't happen.
Now it's Jaylen Brown, and you're losing hope about that. Yeah. And then you end up with Ja. If that's really what ends up happening, even though I still like the Ja Morant,
be very disappointing.
Even though I still like the Ja Morant deal in a vacuum, if that ends up that's what's happening, you should fire Joe Cronin.
Yeah.
How many more years are you going to go through this? Dude, Jesus, make the deal. Win the deal.
Yeah.
And it's it. That's really it. It's black and white. It's about winning or losing. How many times did Neil O'Shea tell you he got close, or there was a rumor that they got close?
There's a lot of that.
Who
There's a lot
cares?
of that.
There's a lot of
Who
There's
cares?
a lot of that right now too.
Exactly.
We lead the
I love it.
We lead the NBA, and that
God.
stripper gave me her phone number.
Hey, I tell you
that,
what.
that is what we do. Guys, I think she really liked me. I hand to God. She gave me her number. I'm gonna go out with her next week. We lead the league in that
You have
interaction.
young
We
players.
love being second place. Even the
Yes.
head coach, he talked about how many second places he was. You know what? He fits right in with Portland.
Well, hopefully Dundon, and people will lambaste him for this. Hopefully Dundon doesn't see it that way. And if Joe Cronin does not do a good job this summer, i.e. more than Ja Morant, he fires the GM.
So I looked at the odds on DraftKings. They have Jaylen Brown's odds. He's actually still favored to go back to Boston. After that, it is the Clippers and then the Blazers.
So they've jumped us because this
the hell
morning.
is he gonna go back to
this
Boston?
morning, I don't know, man. It feels
Because
like
he's good. I mean,
Yeah, it feels
you
like-
just talking about how good he is. Like
It feels
if you
like-
don't get the
yeah,
right
but
package.
they've
for
been
that,
trying to shopping him around.
two things. One, it feels like that bridge has been blown up, and I still think at the end of the day, Boston and every other team is afraid of the salaries. And Brown and Tatum both make a lot of money. Clearly, Brown and him, there's some tension there when Jaylen Brown says that this was the best year that he's had playing basketball, and there's some redundancy at that position. And so, they're just saying Jason Tatum better than Jaylen Brown. And you can I'm not going to argue with that. Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown are both great players. It feels like Boston is honestly at this point not wanting to pay the freight, not going to luxury tax. By the way, James Dolan and all the Knicks money simply said, hey, we're not going into that apron. I think the days of just stockpiling players, especially at the same position that make a lot of money, those days just may be dwindling. And so it feels like Boston's looking to balance out their roster with a big, which is why maybe Klingon is their most important piece. And
which is also why it's weird the Blazers have 4 point guards on their roster. And
Yes.
it doesn't make any sense. You just said right there, you can't stockpile one position. Well, the Blazers have 4 point guards now. They're going to have to get rid of at least one of them. 2 of
4
them.
point guards,
3 of them.
another guard in Sharp, and again, your best player has to have the ball. No
That
offense,
kind of is a point guard.
Denny is kind of a point forward. My God, we're loading up on the same thing.
But wait a minute. Again, I think we should pull back on criticism of that too. Look at what Miami just did. They got Giannis. And guess what they're going to do now? They're going to figure it out.
Figure it out.
And if I told you before today, I said Stevie fire.
Ooh, Steven Fire.
Steven
This
Fire.
is serious.
Steven Brackets.
It just got serious with
Stevie
Steven.
Freedom, 250 strong. Big Sook. Guys, I'm going to give you 2 options. Okay, here's what you have. You have the Trailblazers as currently constructed with Denny Avdia and some young guys clinging that you kind of like and some young guys that you kind of hate, okay?
Yeah.
And you pull off a trade. I'll even give you the Ja Morant trade. And you pull off a trade, you got Ja. Okay, so you got that. And Lillard and Holiday, you got all this. Okay. Or I'm going to give you Jaylen Brown, Ja, and Lillard. You're not going to have Klingon. You're not going to have your draft capital. You're not going to have
Right.
countless other things. Jeremy Grant's gone. There's Sharp's probably gone in the deal. You're not going to have any of that. Which would you rather have? The latter,
The latter.
right?
I would take Jaylen
and then
Brown.
you figure it.
Yeah.
Then you figure it out later.
We got young Hansen, baby. Resign Time
ready to
Lord.
go.
We
So
got
trade-
young Hansen. Let's go.
As far as I'm concerned, and I even think Denny, and they're not going to trade Denny, but I would if it meant getting Jaylen Brown, depending on what else was the rest of that deal. I think I would do that.
I don't agree with the Denny part, but I agree with you in general that in the NBA, you acquire talent and you figure it out. You try to get a coach that figures
Fill
it out.
it in.
That's
See,
all you can do.
To me, when you
Yes.
have an all NBA player, you keep adding to that.
Right.
And I think
Correct.
Denny is far and away your best player. So to me, I want to add another, because with Lillard, they never did anything.
Right.
Lillard,
Okay,
they had an all NBA
He
player.
never played with an
and he
all-star.
never played with an all-star.
But let me-
You have an all NBA player, so let's add another all
Right.
Denny's the one guy
Okay, but hold on.
to me that is untouchable.
What if it doesn't work that way? See, it's too easy to say that.
Yeah.
What if we're in a situation right now where Joe Cronin is having to say, okay, I either need to part with Denny in this deal or I don't get Jaylen Brown.
I think I would just roll. I think
You'd stay with.
I'd stay.
See, I'm going Jaylen Brown.
because the contract, the cheapness of it, and the youth. I think I'm probably.
I also think Jaylen Brown's kind of a headache.
And that's kind of my thing. I think Jaylen Brown is a better player than Denny.
Yes.
And he is.
He is.
But in this vacuum, I'll take the money, the savings, the
Couple
lack,
years of age.
All right.
the
Well,
lack
at
of
least-
headache, and I think I would stick
At least
with
you've
that.
chosen a side there.
Yes, I would choose a side.
I disagree with that.
And I
but
see that side.
I'm guessing that's what Boston is doing. Right now they have other offers from the Clippers or whomever,
Playing on
and
the
they're
ball.
coming back to Joe Cronin, and they're like, well,
We want Denny.
apparently it was good enough yesterday. It's not good enough now. Now we want Denny. Or now we're steadfast on Klingon.
Yeah.
So he's got to make these decisions, and that's what he gets paid money to do. He should be able to pull off this trade.
I hope, and I don't know how realistic it is, I hope some combination of Tumani and Scoot, Shaden, and picks. I hope that's good enough to land Brown. But as of right now, it hasn't, so we'll see how this plays out.
Whoa. Stevie Freedom. That's your Frank A. services for the day.
And he
Or
was
is it-
serviced.
Was that Frank A?
Yeah, it's Frank.
that was.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Wow. We're cruising on
It's a lot
that.
of service.
Yeah, a lot of servicing.
Big service man.
Services were handled.
Services rendered. Okay. Okay. Now we've got the Kawhi thing, or should we skip to a different sport? Well, no, we're doing that at 4. We got our gobbler.
Yeah, we're gobble.
So we'll wrap up the rest of the free agency buzz coming up next. I think that'll be a good plan. We'll get to that when we return on the Fan. Rump roast.
Tell you what, I'm kind of feeling rump roast right now.
This is a hit.
It's got a little banjo going in there.
It's a banger.
Dude, I'd listen to if I'm driving around 4th of July, I'll listen to some rump roast.
So NBA free agency begins tomorrow, 3 o'clock, right when our show starts. It's gonna be hot.
Now, I don't know if this
Or is it?
I would think so. I will try to verify this, but someone's saying that Shams just reported the Blazers are no longer pursuing Brown. Morant was their big move.
Oh yeah.
I hope that's not.
We'll see. The other guy that they've been linked to, that if they didn't get Jaylen Brown, they would go after. And I think it was Hoops Hype that had it, was Aaron Gordon.
Yeah.
Of the Nuggets.
Yeah. Because it sounded like Kawhi was on the radar too, but that certainly sounds like Toronto and then Dallas maybe getting in that. So I guess if Jaylen Brown's out, come on down.
I wonder if Ujiri's just like, so Ujiri's now in Dallas, and he's the GM that got Kawhi to Toronto and won the title. I wonder if he's just like, well, it worked one time. Let's do it again. Or if he really loves Kawhi. You know, because Kawhi's just so different now.
He's a different, and you would think at his age too. Like
Yeah.
Toronto's not on the doorsteps. I know they got some guys there, and Scotty Barnes and
You mean
company.
Dallas?
Yeah. Excuse me, because originally
Dallas is trying to get him.
originally there was the talk of him going back to Toronto, and that one was kind of a head scratcher. You would think that for a guy like Kawhi, you would need either someone that is championship ready, and you're like the veteran piece. That's why if you're going back to a team like San Antonio was the one that made sense. Like if you could add that presence to San Antonio, if they could mend that relationship with Pop. Dallas is interesting because you do have the youth of Cooper Flag, but you also get Kyrie back, and then you add Kyrie to that. That's interesting. Throwing him in that mix with the youth of Cooper Flag and Kyrie and Kawhi, if they can stay healthy, that's not a bad threesome to go dancing with those three.
So they were talking about Klay Thompson, PJ Washington, and draft picks to the Clippers.
Run that by me again.
They were talking about Klay Thompson, PJ Washington, and draft picks to the Clippers.
Oh, yeah. I mean, do it. How old is Kawhi Leonard? Let's look at old Kawhi.
35?
Is he that old?
I don't know. I actually don't know.
Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, he's 35. So that's, if you're Dallas, but how many years do you have of Kyrie?
Okay, we apologize.
How many years of Kyrie do you have as well? Because he's 34. So maybe that does make sense in that you're like, look, we don't know how much longer. Like Cooper obviously is the future of us, but if we get 3 to 4 more years out of Kyrie and 2 to 3 years more out of Kawhi, maybe that just is enough to kind of shove this ball of oil forward and take a crack at this. And what are you giving up? Like, I mean, you're giving up draft capital, but
Well, Klay.
yeah. Oh God, Klay.
Oh, you don't like Klay now?
I don't think anyone really likes Klay anymore.
I like him. Actually, I've always been a Klay hater.
Really, and now you like him?
Well, yeah, I think he's fine.
Nah,
I mean, I never loved him on Golden State, but Buck was a huge Golden State guy, and he shouted me down otherwise. So I stand down.
Well, Klay Thompson was great at one point because he was arguably one of the top 3 best two-way players in the game. But a couple knees and Achilles later, he can't play defense anymore, and he's not the shooter that he once was. And again, he's just on the wrong side. He's on the wrong side of his career. So if you're Dallas,
yeah, he's old, but he could fit in on a team that's trying to make a run and shoot a little bit, need a little shooting.
But if you can manage to get Kawhi back and that's what you're giving up is Klay Thompson and some draft capital, I see why Dallas does
Well,
that.
it's the same as the Blazers. You want Jaylen Brown? Okay, here's clinging a bunch of guys, Sharp, and some picks. It's the same idea.
But I'll tell you what.
Just acquire talent.
If the Shams thing is correct and this is the move, stick my head in an oven.
Are you ready to fire Joe Cronin?
Yes. If this offseason
Thank you.
is 5 guards
Are you Stevie Fire?
and a small forward that has to have the ball in his hand, if this is the big move, shove my head into a GD oven.
I will.
I can't.
I won't. But
I will. It will hurt my feelings to do it.
Please do.
But you asked, and I will do it for you.
At least shut my hand like in a car door so I can feel something again. Like, that can't...
Are you ready to fire Joe Cronin if the best move that they make this offseason is Ja Morant?
Yep.
Stevie Fire.
Yeah.
Okay.
100%.
Good.
That's ridiculous.
1,000%.
That's
Because
ridiculous.
it's all on the table for you. As you said, there's lots of draft picks. There's lots of young guys that have some value, not a ton, but a lot of value. if all you get is Ja Morant and it doesn't make, because basketball wise, it doesn't really make sense. And so if that's the one piece you make and one thing you do, that doesn't make any sense in this offseason. It's a failure.
You have arguably right now outside of Oklahoma City, you have some of the best draft capital in the NBA. So, and you've got a plethora of young players that are now position redundant that are all, still could turn into something. Dare I say, this is the best positioned that Portland has been to do something. You've got Tamani, who's an all defensive player that people like. You've got one of the better young bigs in the NBA, and you've got a bunch of young guards. Well, you've got a veteran guard that would be great on a championship level team in Drew Holiday. You got two guards in Shaden and Scoot. Shaden can give you 20 a night. Again, I don't know how much else, but that's got to be worth something to somebody. And then you've got a young point guard who has shown signs of being pretty good. And then you've got a ton of capital, yours, and some really valuable picks in Milwaukee. This is the time. This is the time to do something. And my God, it can't just be Ja Morant.
Is it discouraging for me to tell you that they're 0 for 2, if you believe these Shams reports?
I hope
Giannis out.
It's not discouraging because they're 0 for the last infinity.
Yeah, but you guys always get your hopes up.
I do.
Why do you get your hopes up?
I thought this was the offseason. I'm going to
get Jaylen Brown. I already know it.
Look, they got Ja.
I'm going to
All right.
Over the weekend, I'll admit it, dude. I really thought I was going to wake up today to a Jaylen Brown deal.
There was some smoke.
I did. I thought we were waking up to a Jaylen Brown deal, and
Boston played him.
And now I got Ja Morant. What? I do like his shoes. I'll give him that.
Well, let's give him time. See what happens.
Let's give him time.
See what happens. Now to a real sport. Football.
It's the Pac-12. It's no longer the Pac-12. It's the Big Ten. It's Division I football.
Yeah, we've got a little points gobbler coming up next.
Yeah.
And our stock watch. Stay tuned. This is The Fan.
George McCoy and Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
This update brought to you by 808 Hawaiian Restaurant. Mixed plates like Grandma used to make if your grandma were from the Big Island. Woodstock, Burnside, Beaverton, or online at 8-o-8.com. First on the Fan, Portland Trailblazers made a blockbuster trade today. They trade for All-Star guard Ja Morant. In exchange, the Grizzlies will be getting Jeremy Grant and Chris Murray. Morant, he's only played 79 total games in the past 3 seasons for Memphis and still has 2 years left on his contract worth about $87 million. Former Blazers center Yusuf Nurkic, he intends to sign a 2-year, $22 million deal to return with the Utah Jazz. Former NBA players Malik Beasley and former Blazer Ed Davis, they are among 6 defendants that got indicted today on charges related to an alleged sports gambling scheme that targeted at least 4 games in which they rigged them in 2023-24 season. Detroit Lions, they have released Terrion Arnold after he was arrested last week on felony charges. And in the World Cup today, in the knockout round, in the first match, it was Japan losing to Brazil. Brazil came back 2-1 in that one. Right now, Germany taking on Paraguay. We're in extra time. They are tied at 1. I'm Stephen Vaughn from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
All right. Hello. What are you guys doing?
Nah.
Just sports in here.
Yeah, this
Germany game's great.
Yeah. Did you see what happened there? A minute ago?
What just happened?
Well, okay, wait. Dumb question. Do they play a full 30 minutes or is it sudden death?
No, so you go to full time, and then there's the extra time, and then they go to another extra period, and then
Wait.
Extra time is
Germany scored. So they wiped it off.
Yes.
But Germany scored. So was the game over?
No.
Okay. Got it.
Play two 15-minute periods.
So they play the 30 minutes no matter what.
Yes, and then if no one scores at the end of those 30 minutes, then it goes to a shootout. So that would not have been sudden death.
Yeah, I thought. So they were celebrating. Germany scored in extra time.
Yes.
And they were celebrating as if the game was over. I turned it to baseball, and then I look at our text line, and I see that they've called the goal off, and they're playing again.
Yes.
But they would have played.
They would have played it anyways. Yes,
but
it is not sudden death. You play the.
I
the
thought
extra time.
Germany won, and I guess offsides or something. I don't know. I missed it. I turned over to the Orioles White Sox.
Well, I missed it too. I was busy reading about the whole what. I am very intrigued now by the sham stuff. So I'm reading through all the NBA insider stuff to see. I still have a hard time processing that this can be it, and that. So, like, if Sham says they're no longer pursuing Jaylen Brown, but he also said if they want to go get a marquee player, they have as much capital as anyone to go get it. And now there's some reports that maybe they may be pivoting to Trey Murphy. So, like something, I just...
Well, we'll just wait and see.
Yeah, I'll just wait and see. I'm going to reserve judgment on all of this. I just can't process that this is the only thing. I don't want to believe that.
So Paraguay.
Those guys.
I don't know. Paraguay and Germany are tied 1-1.
Yes. And this would be the first massive shakeup if Germany somehow goes down.
They're in 112th minute of extra time. 22nd minute of extra time.
Yeah, because it goes.
Is that right?
It goes 90 minets.
I know, but then they have stoppage time.
Yes.
So then after stoppage time,
then you get 2 15 minutes.
No, I know, but if this is we're at 112, do they revert back to 90?
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah. So the stoppage time is just kind of cute little time that we don't really count.
Yes.
But we do count it because we play.
I believe this just starts at 90 minutes, but don't.
I'm not going to quote you on anything.
Don't quote me on that.
And by the way, the whole Paraguay team is now dead. Look at them. They're all writhing in pain. It's as if they've been sniped.
Well, and you saw this at the end of the Brazil-Japan game. Yeah. A lot of times when guys go down, they just need a blow. Yeah. And when you get this far into the game and you only have so many subs, guys are going to start rolling around to try to get some breath.
Yeah.
This is like in college when you fake an injury.
Taking dives, baby.
Taking dives.
Well, listen, this Germany team is way better than Paraguay, but they somehow are still tied.
Yeah.
It's kind of the same with Brazil and Japan. It's
Yeah.
like Brazil just kept putting the pressure on
They just
them.
kept coming.
And it was eventually the dam was going to burst, and it did in the Brazil game. It has yet to do that, though, in this game.
Yeah.
Very good game. So anyway, it is time for the Gobbler, Points Gobbler. I have some big Paramount Plus Texas Tech news
Oh, talk to me.
for you guys.
By the way, people are saying that they called a foul because
People-
a German player they
People
knocked
are saying-
down the goalkeeper. They're
What? You
calling
can't do that.
Goalie interference.
Freaking Krauts.
Unbelievable. God. I can't root for the Germans.
No, go Paraguay.
Yeah. Can't do it.
I've already cashed my bet. And let me tell you something. I didn't know I did.
Really?
Well, yeah, so in soccer betting, here's another thing I've learned. I'm having a great time, by the way, betting the World Cup. And I'm also not doing very well because it seems like the goal, like the last goal blows up my bet pretty much in every game. It's like, it's unbelievable. But what I learned is in soccer betting, it is only a 90-minute bet. So you cannot.
Oh, yeah.
So if you bet, I bet Paraguay in this match.
Yeah.
Plus 1.5.
Sure.
Already won?
Already won it.
Yeah.
Regardless of what, yeah.
Well,
Okay.
because this would be, well, no, I guess with penalty kicks, they could win by multiple goals, but that doesn't count. The bet is only for regulation.
So you've already put the
Cash
winnings in the
my
pocket.
ticket. I also had them as a pick, which ended up being just a no bet, like a draw.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. No countsies.
Yeah. But if they would have won 1-0, then I would have won that one too.
Another guy from Paraguay is dead, even though it appears no one
Well, I
touched
feel
him.
like the Germans are kicking their shins. Like the Germans, I don't know. I don't like this team. Oh yeah, no one touched him. That's a total dive.
I'm dead.
Oh, and then he's like, oh. It hit him in the ankle a little bit.
The German guy's standing over him, telling him to quit being a bitch. Das ist move, bitch.
Okay, where were we?
Goblin. We're talking about Texas Tech
story.
and was it Paramount?
Paramount Plus
Paramount Plus.
has announced a new 4-episode docuseries on Texas Tech football.
Oh.
Yes. And what an off-season to follow Texas Tech
Boy,
football.
I wonder if they will cover any of this, if they have any sort of balls.
Well, according to your buddy, Josh Pate,
Yes, for some reason
Love
now
Josh
he's
Pate.
the smartest man in college football.
yeah, everyone loves Josh Pate.
Well, he loves the Ducks.
Yeah.
I don't know
well,
if you knew
who
this, but
doesn't?
he thinks the Ducks are really good.
I don't know if you know this, but wherever Josh Pate goes, he loves whoever. He's the Justin Bieber or Drake of college football.
Well, he said their access was unprecedented. So we'll see if that turns into a fluff piece on Texas Tech.
I'm going to go
or
ahead.
if they will actually show some good stuff
Yeah,
regarding Brendan Sorsby.
I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to say that the fluffing of Texas Tech will be, the adult industry would be jealous. I'm guessing there'll be a lot of this. Guys, I can't believe how moral and just we are. I know, it's incredible. We did an internal review and it turns out we're more awesome than we thought. Great idea, but there'll be a lot of that. I guarantee Texas Tech comes out smelling like roses in this, and it's going to be really cheesy.
Well, I will say the press release for it does not offer any doesn't give you hope that it's like really unfiltered.
Yeah.
You know?
It won't be.
Because it says, let's see where I put that. Yeah, it says this documentary will give the Red Raider Nation an inside look at everything that makes Texas Tech athletics special.
Oh.
The people, the passion, and the relentless pursuit of excellence
That certainly-
defines this program every day.
That certainly seems non-biased.
And by the way, that's from the athletic director.
Ah, yes. Hey, guys, you're going to get a 4-part documentary about how awesome we are and what makes us so awesome and fair and just and right. And this has a real Hulk Hogan, say your, train, say your prayers, take your vitamins, aka steroids.
Now, the Skydance sports guy, who's obviously they're the ones doing
Yeah.
it, he said, this has proven to be a landscape-altering offseason, and we've been lucky to have had a front-row seat here. This series will present fans and viewers with an unprecedented window into everything that is defining college football today.
Yeah, I don't think this is going to be unprecedented. No one gives unfettered access. Everything now comes with.
Well, they might give them unfettered access, but they're going to be in the editing
room. Yes.
Yeah. So
yeah, like trust me.
Because lawyers will be in there too.
Anytime someone goes to Oregon, you're not getting the behind the scenes look of what really goes on down in Eugene.
What are you talking about?
Something tells me the thumb, the hand, or the giant duck foot is on that scale at all times.
Well, we'll see. What happened?
That was close.
We got a dead guy?
No, we had a damn near goal here.
Oh, corner kick, yeah.
Yeah, off the header, and he just happened to
right
go
into
into the goalie. But did you see the goalie almost backed up into the goal? Wouldn't have that been something if the winning goal, the goalie caught it and then fell backwards? Because it looked like he was stumbling backwards, and then he kind of bellied out.
So what's the rule there? Does the ball...
The ball has to cross the entire line.
Oh, it does, okay.
So they do that like that VR thing now.
Which is great.
Yeah.
It's amazing they can do that in this sport and not any other sport.
Dude, some of the offsides calls, like it's off by like a toe.
They do it in tennis.
Yeah.
And they're starting to do it in football. I'll give them, NFL has that, don't they? The first down lines.
Yeah, the first down lines. Yeah, they do that.
Let's talk about this a little later. Might be in Stockwatch.
Oh, okay. Well, let's get to stock. So that's your college football points gobbler. So I can't remember if I told you this part of it, but they're saying that they've been filming since January and it will premiere before this season starts. So keep an eye out for that on Paramount Plus.
Texas Tech needs some good PR. I think right about now is what this is.
Okay, now to Stockwatch.
It's Primetime Stockwatch. What's all the hype? Are Isaac and Suk buying it or calling BS and unloading it fast?
Sounds to me like you guys are a couple of bookies.
Is the hype accurate or a bunch of hot gas? Before you buy or sell, listen close.
It's easy to grin when your ship comes in and you've got the stock market beat. But the man worthwhile is the man who can smile when his shorts aren't too tight in the seat.
Primetime Stockwatch is brought to you by 1-800-DIVORCE. When you need to take stock of your rights, 1-800-DIVORCE is on your side. Call 1-800-DIVORCE today.
Okay, Stevie Fire, how was the coast?
Coast was raining. The weather was not great.
Yeah.
So
stay inside and play Monopoly.
Yeah, we did hit up a candy shop.
Good.
That was good.
Taffy was
fudge.
had, I'm assuming.
No taffy. I always go with the Reese's peanut butter cups with like the salt on top.
Oh, okay.
Like the salted dark chocolate Reese's peanut butter cup. They always make them giant. Those are pretty delicious. Actually.
And some fudge, I would hope.
I didn't know.
No saltwater taffy, no fudge.
No, I go with the chocolate that they have there. I did see some peanut butter fudge that I thought of Suk when I saw it. I said, I probably should get this.
Good for you for not buying the too crappy candy that you should never buy, but you buy it because you're at the coast.
But we also went to a toy store as well. I feel like that's the other thing at the beach. There's always like a toy store.
There is.
But no, didn't get it. I think maybe, I don't know, the kid got a stuffed animal or something there. I don't know.
It's called discipline right there, Stephen Fire.
I know. I tried to
like
be
it.
best. Well, I'll tell you what. The Blazers, they're trying to be their best as well. They're trading for Ja Morant, guys. I don't know if you heard about that, but they're getting Ja Morant in exchange for Jeremy Grant. Yeah, in exchange for Jeremy Grant and Chris Murray. Ja Morant, former All-Star, coming to the Portland Trail Blazers. Now, Ja Morant only played in 79 games the last 3 seasons. His contract, 2 years, about 87-ish, high 80s left on the contract. So not a lot left on this contract. But according to Chris Haynes, he tweeted out that the Blazers' strategy and they're hoping for is that it'll be a Damian Lillard and Ja Morant backcourt when the season starts. Guys, last year the Blazers were 12th in defensive rating, which is pretty solid, actually. It started out bad, got better by the end. But if Ja and Dame are in the backcourt, guys, buy or sell, the Blazers are going to be a bottom half defensive rating team next season.
Yeah, this is my whole thing is you're bringing in a guy who's old and hurt and doesn't play defense, and you're bringing in a guy who's young and hurt and doesn't play defense. One of them can shoot at least. So I'm assuming that Morant is the point guard and that Dame plays off the ball. I would guess. And then you also have a point forward that has to have the ball in his hands and also doesn't shoot really well. And yeah, that's just maybe Klingon's the guy that spaces the floor and shoots. It's a weird. If this is what it is, and you have 5 guards, you have Drew Holiday, Scoot, Shaedon Sharpe, and then Dame and Ja. I'm confused. I'm confused if this is all that it is. So Yeah, if that's your starting backcourt, your scoring certainly gets better with Dame, but from a defensive standpoint, that's going to be a rough go.
Well, that would have been great 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Lillard and Ja.
Lillard and 4 years ago, that
would have been real exciting.
That would have been something else.
Yeah.
That's a good point. An athletic Dame and athletic Ja. Now it's non-athletic Dame off an Achilles and non-athletic Ja, who's been hurt all the time.
Yeah, well.
It's not great, Bob.
He's only 26.
He is only 26.
I would say, probably bad defensively. Yeah. I don't see how they wouldn't be.
Well, he can make more trades.
Well, that's what everyone's hoping for. Yeah.
All right.
But as we've stated here many times over the last hour, if the Blazers don't pull off any more trades or fill this out in any other way other than Ja Morant, fire Joe Cronin. Everyone's on board with that here on this program.
To me, this is if with all you have going forward, unless your plan is to be bad into the future and use the draft capital and be good 4 or 5 years from now, if this was we're going to get better this offseason and be aggressive and speed up the timeline, if it is now having 9 guards and the big addition being Ja Morant, then yes. Start handing out pink slips.
He learned that by watching Neil O'Shea. You know?
He did.
He did work for Neil O'Shea.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. If their plan is really, hey, we're just going to use this draft capital, no offense to Joe Cronin and crew there, I don't necessarily trust them to draft the best players. And make it good. So, all right, there we go. Well, you guys touched on this a little bit. World Cup has been awesome so far as we head into it. Germany and Paraguay are actually heading into penalty kicks, I believe. They just tied 1-1, so they'll be heading to those here pretty soon. Nice one going on here in the knockout round. But we've seen a lot of these offside calls be reversed or confirmed with their VAR technology that they use. Now, it does look kind of funny. It looks like it's like a PS2 almost, like graphics-wise, but it tends to work. Some people love it, some people hate it. But, guys, I think buy or sell, the NFL needs to adopt this and get away with old dudes in hats that are just blindly spotting the football. When we have technology that works like this and we can get precisely where the ball is, there's too much on the line in football. They need to adopt this.
Yes. Now, I've said it a million times. Football is harder than any other sport to have this because it's not as if soccer and hockey with offsides, you can kind of have clear defined lines. Football is a lot harder. But yes, they need to go towards this. Same thing with baseball and the automatic strike zone. We have the technology to get it right. And you can bitch and moan, and if you want to say that we need to change it to where, a toe over the line doesn't matter. But when you're out of bounds, a toe on the line does matter. So why offsides? Why do we now say that doesn't matter? Because the people that were complaining saying, well, it's just a toe. Well, that's sports. It's a game of inches. And when you have the technology to get it right, we should do everything in our power to get it right, especially if it's quick and it doesn't slow the game down.
Sports is sports.
Yes. The NFL needs to embrace this more.
Well, yeah, that's a no-brainer. But are you saying for the football or just sidelines end zone?
For the football.
For the football.
Spot in the football.
Yeah.
We just get these refs, they just blindly put it somewhere. I don't think it'd be hard to be like, you get the technology. They have headphones, or they have a little headphone or whatever it is they talk to. The communication, be like, hey, no, move it back, forward, right there, perfect, boom.
Yeah, because I guess
they're right in the general area. If they're like, hey, move it back half a yard, okay, there we go.
Because what's the difference between 2 soccer players on a pitch and a football? It'd just be hard to
the football,
see the football.
Yeah,
in certain
instances, and then unlike soccer or anything else, when the knee goes down versus where the ball's at, and a lot of times it's tucked under, it's just harder to do in football, and it might take longer.
Especially goal line
stuff. It's almost impossible at the goal line.
Yeah,
but
I mean, yeah,
it can get better.
They should.
Yes,
absolutely
more technology. Better.
I actually think I didn't know they used this. Do they use this in all the leagues in soccer? This VAR?
I would assume.
They do in the MLS.
Yes.
It's pretty awesome.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like down to a toe.
It's crazy.
It's brought back some huge goals.
How about Iran?
Yes.
Freaking Iran.
Yep. They've had what? They had like 3 taken away, or else they would have advanced to the knockout stage.
Iran had it. Colombia had one. I mean, there's been some big. I mean, Germany. If Germany loses this game, I guess that was more of a call on replay. But yes, replay and all the technology you have to get the call right, get it right. The technology is getting better. Well, I'll tell you what, the tension in a World Cup knockout round with with goal kicks is crazy. Absolutely crazy.
Okay. What are you doing over there?
I
I feel like we've screeched to a halt. What's
no,
the matter?
Suk was making a comment. I was ready to go.
What are you doing? Do you have any more stocks?
I
or
do.
what?
Yeah, you want another
Yeah.
stock? I'll give
Come
it to you.
on.
Oh, save!
What?
Oh,
I'm trying. You guys just keep talking.
We're watching
soccer.
sports, dude. We're sportsmen.
Paraguay with the save.
No.
Sad news. Chris Johnson, guys. This is devastating. Yeah, it's so sad. He revealed that he's been diagnosed with ALS in an interview today. Good Morning America. Only 40 years old, but going back and thinking about Chris Johnson when he was with the Titans, just how awesome he was. CJ2K, the speed that he had. He ran for over 9,600 yards in his career, and he was one of the most dangerous running backs. Had 6 seasons of over 1,000 yards. But guys, buy or sell. When CJ2K was at his best, he was the most feared running back in the NFL.
Yes, there was a period of time. There was a 2 or 3 year stretch there where he was truly special. Didn't have the lasting power with his size, but man, he will be forgotten to kind of history because the career wasn't as long, and he didn't play on necessarily great teams. Dude, he was so good. So good
So
back
fast.
in the day.
Sorry, I'm watching a real sport here.
It-
Yes,
it-
he was great.
Yeah.
Okay.
And heartbreaking, and it sounds like it's progressed where he can't speak.
Boom.
He's chair bound, and it's all kinds of bad.
And there was no nothing in his family tree
No,
that would have said this was coming. So.
And despite what the NFL will tell you, NFL players 4 to 5 times more likely to develop ALS. Let's not act like this is like, I don't know why we can't accept the fact that head injury is part of this. So, but the NFL doesn't like to talk about that, but it's
Wonder why.
it's fact.
Stockwatch brought to you by Goldberg Jones. When it comes to divorce, custody, or child support issues, trust Goldberg Jones to help. Call 1-800-DIVORCE. Phone questions answered at no charge. We have a man struck by lightning
Yeah.
in Portland.
Dude,
in Westland.
Dude, we talked about this.
Yeah.
Dude, it's crazy out on the streets
It's
and
wild.
the fairways of Westland.
Westland is wild. What?
Oh, just again.
I'm just laughing at you guys.
These soccer
Why?
guys keep doing this weird hesitation thing
Faces?
where they run up to the ball and then they stop. They're doing like a Larry Johnson free throw, and it's like throwing me off.
Imagine if you were the goalkeeper. Or, I'm sorry, the keeper.
The keeper.
to keep.
You don't want me in that goal.
No, we don't.
No, you don't.
I think you'd be a good goalie.
No.
You got some
I
quickness.
don't know about that. I don't know about that.
He's got lateral quickness left and right though. He's big body frame.
Yeah. Top goaltender at the Fan is probably you. Or goalkeeper,
You
sorry.
want length.
We want you.
You want I think you want length.
I think you're the guy.
I got kind of T-Rex arms.
It's not
Nah.
Patrick Harris.
No. Yeah, it's either you or Sprague, right?
Yeah,
I would
probably.
think.
Sprague could be. Although I see him more of like a.
He's lanky.
Yeah, I see him more of like a striker.
Midfielder.
Yeah.
Got to run around.
Yeah, got to run a lot.
Look, you're
I'm
not
not running anymore.
you're
With
not
nice hair.
you're not putting me on the soccer field.
Yeah, I
Plain
feel like
simple.
goalies, they can be bald and it's okay.
Yeah, you're our
Where
goal-
if you're a striker, you have to have good hair and be good looking.
You
I
do.
don't qualify for either of
You
those.
gotta have soccer flow.
You're our keeper.
I'm the ugly bald guy that could be a keeper that you don't see very often.
All right, in the news is next.
Now, from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
First on the Fan, Portland Trailblazers made a trade today. They traded for all-star guard Ja Morant from the Memphis Grizzlies. In exchange, the Grizzlies are getting Jeremy Grant and Chris Murray. Now, Ja has only played a total of 79 games the past 3 seasons. He has 2 years left on his contract worth $87 million. More in the NBA, Yusuf Nurkic, he intends to sign a 2-year deal for $22 million to return with the Utah Jazz. Former NBA players Malik Beasley and former Blazer Ed Davis, they're among 6 defendants that were indicted today on charges related to an alleged sports gambling scheme that targeted at least 4 games during the 2023-24 season. Detroit Lions, they've released cornerback Terrion Arnold after he was arrested last week on felony charges of armed robbery and kidnapping. And in the World Cup today, in the knockout round, Brazil came back from 1-0 at half. They beat Japan 2-1. And just in PKs right now, Paraguay takes care of Germany. Paraguay knocking out one of the favorites in the tournament. I'm Stephen Vaughn from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at WarrenAllen.com.
This
Oh, are we back? Hello?
Yeah.
Oh.
Dude, the end of that Germany game was bananas.
Well, penalty kicks are pretty exciting.
Yeah, and I know soccer fan hates it
Why?
because
It's not decided.
it's not decided on the field.
Yeah,
It's
I get that.
it's like hockey. Under no circumstances do you finish the game on penalty shots.
It's like the NBA doing a 3-point contest.
Yes, like after after your second overtime, you go to a 3-point shooting contest.
Well,
and
I
that's the
think
end of
it's
it.
exciting.
It is nail biting.
Awesome.
And I don't really understand how a guy misses them, but two Germans missed. So it came down to penalty kicks.
Yeah.
You don't understand how they could miss?
No, I don't. They're point blank. I can understand how you could get blocked, but one guy just flew it completely over the goal, and the other guy missed the
Shanked
Went
it
far
left.
left, yeah.
shanked it.
So it was-
I don't understand that.
so Paraguay.
You're a professional soccer player.
Paraguay was up 2 goals with 2 shots left. It was over. And the Germans scored both of theirs. Paraguay shanked theirs. And you're like, oh my God. Like, Paraguay had it. And then it went to extra kicks. And the Germans, the German guy shanked it. The Paraguay guy put it in.
Well, the German guy threw it into the 25th row.
Oh yeah, dude. That is shankopotamus. That's like me on the tee of a par 3 getting a little nervous up there, putting it into the water. And Paraguay, the team that the U.S. bitch slapped, somehow just beat Germany to move on. And the shots in the crowd,
grown men crying.
grown men cry on both sides, right? Germans devastated, but looking at some of the what do you call someone from Paraguay?
A Paraguayan?
The Paragonians? I don't know.
A Paraguayan? Paraguayan.
Oh, I bet that's
Paraguay.
it. That sounds right.
Yeah,
That sounds good.
Dude, watching people in the stands like that, I get choked up. That is awesome. It is absolutely, that is the definition of the old wide world of sports. The thrill of victory and the agony of defeat.
So do you think the German coach will get fired?
Well, did you see that South Korea, who didn't make it through, they started an investigation into why. They're having a government investigation.
Yeah, that's right.
And then I think it was Uruguay canceled the team's private plane and made them fly home on commercial. They're like, what, you guys didn't get through? Yeah, your team plane canceled. Take a Spirit flight, bitch.
It just means more.
It does mean more.
Okay, so Germany's out. That's good.
Yeah.
Paraguay advances. Penalty kicks. Very exciting. Now, it is June 29, 2026. It is time for In the News. I'm your noted newsman. Hello. We got another week. Short week.
Yeah.
As 4th of July is Saturday, so we won't be here on Friday.
The 4th of July.
But I do have a local programming note
Okay.
for you guys here. So today's June 29th. On July 9th, which is happens to be my birthday.
Yes.
My 51st
Happy birthday, you old sack up.
birthday. We are going to have Portland City Commissioner Dan Ryan in studio
Nice.
on that day
Yes, I'm excited about this.
at 5:30. Apparently, he's a sportsman. He likes his sports.
Yep.
And he wants to come in studio, so we're gonna
make it happen.
Hang out with Dan Ryan,
Yeah.
and you can listen to that
So
next Thursday.
we've had a commissioner on who was a maybe. We're getting a commissioner on that's a yes. We need to go in full circle and find one of the bitter, angry no's, and then we'll have the crown jewels of the city council.
We'll keep efforting.
Yeah.
In the news, brought to you by the Advocates, injury attorneys at advocateslaw.com. Today is National Darts Day.
Oh, I love a good game of darts.
Darts is great.
Yeah. Great English bar over there on the other side of town, the Horse Brass. Great English pub, and phenomenal little dart setup they have there. That is the only time I ever play darts is when I'm at the Horse Brass. You go there for a final. You get a lovely pint of Guinness, the best bread pudding in town, and then you throw some darts, and you feel like it feels like a little piece of England.
What else was I going to tell you? Oh,
I don't know.
It's also, oh my God, where'd it go? Oh, there it is. It's also National Camera Day. So,
Oh yeah.
these iPhones, they take really good photos.
Yeah.
So
But can I also make
I don't want a camera.
I think the world would be better off if the camera on the phone just died.
You gotta admit, it's pretty good. It takes good photos.
I know, but
Nice and crystal clear.
it's not good anymore. The camera and the selfie and the
You can add some filters.
will film every. It's just
Maybe some cat ears.
It's not good.
You ever put cat ears on your bald dome, Stevie Freedom?
No, but I have done the mustache one because I can't grow a good mustache.
Yeah.
So I've done like the mustache
great.
filter. Yeah,
Yeah, it looks good, huh?
it does. I do. I
If you
look good with
if
the
you put some hair on it,
full filter. Yeah, full mustache
can you
filter.
do
I can't do anything.
No, but the AI, like, I haven't done like the AI generated hair. See what you look like with some good flow.
I should. Stevie Flo.
Yeah, Stevie Flow. If you're going to be our soccer goalie, we'd like you to have some flow. I guess if you're going to be a soccer striker.
Right. I'm not the striker, though.
No, you look like a German. Like, if we put you in, you've got a Dr. Evil feel about you. If we get you a face scar, we could put you in the goal in Germany and you would scare some people.
You do better than this guy.
Yeah, this chuckle butt.
Idiot.
Suck
Loser.
it, Krauts.
Well, Jace, the big news over the weekend. A man struck by lightning in West Lynn. This was on Saturday. Tualatin Valley Fire and Rescue confirmed that a golfer was struck by lightning at the Oregon Golf Club. That is a private facility.
Yeah.
He was out by himself outside his cart and holding his golf club when the storm quickly rolled in. After being struck by lightning, the man regained consciousness and called for help at the front desk, and the staff then called 911. Firefighters arrived. The man had 1 entry wound, 2 exit wounds from the bolt. He was taken to the Emmanuel Burn Center by ambulance and is in stable condition.
Dude, that guy's a champ. He took a lightning bolt, woke up, and called for help on his own? Boy, you want to talk about, like...
Yeah.
That dude, no one's questioning his toughness. No, sir.
The captain of the Tualatin Valley Fire and Rescue, Ryan Stenhouse, said the man appeared shaken, scared, nervous, as you can imagine.
Yeah.
But he was conscious and alert and able to speak and answer questions. He recalled a flash and a boom, and then that's about it.
Yeah. By the way, you there's no shame. If you have a little fear pee or, you met, like, that's legit. No one can judge you.
Now,
you got hit by a bolt of lightning, man. You're all right to be shaky.
Follow up to this story. And this was all going down while you were eating your delicious yogurt back in the kitchen.
It was delightful.
But junior news contributor Stevie Fire followed up on a lead that the guy who was struck by lightning was listening to the fan.
Really?
Yeah. So we got his name.
Okay.
Or what we believe to be his name. And he is claiming there's a lot of negative stuff out there, which is kind of weird. It's like,
are there people blaming him for being Judge Smales?
I don't know. I don't know what he's talking about, but it would seem to me a man struck by lightning. That's just, I don't know what would be negative about it. It's just the guy got hit by lightning.
Yeah, what do you want from the guy?
Anyway, we could not confirm. So we called the golf club and we could not confirm this man. So we were going to have him on the air. But
you gotta wait.
Well, we can't confirm his identity.
If we can confirm that I'll tell you right now, if you're a fan of this program, you get struck by lightning, you get a segment. I feel like he should get the Frank Gay services.
No, you can't. You got to be careful. So,
why?
Well, there's liability issues.
Legality.
There's legality. Like, it is not. So listen, I don't know what happened. I talked to the Oregon Golf Club and they would not comment. Okay. All I can tell you is this. When lightning is in the area, a golf club is supposed to blow a horn.
Yeah.
That alerts all golfers to get their ass off the golf course.
Makes sense.
If you do not,
that's on you?
That's on you.
So we don't know.
In this instance, we don't know if a horn was blown. We don't know if he missed it, if he ignored it. I would imagine Oregon Golf Club did the right thing. Maybe he ignored it. I don't know. All I know is the club said, we can't talk about it. We can't. We just can't.
Yeah.
And this guy is claiming that he's the guy, but we don't know that. So
the guy that I talked to claimed it was him and sounded very legitimate. I believe him. But
it probably was, but we can't do it.
We cannot confirm that.
Sure. Right. He pulled that's what I'm saying. It wasn't Smells, it was the priest. The good Lord wouldn't ruin my greatest round.
Rat fart!
Like, I want to believe that that's how this went down and that it adds some comic value to it, but at the same time, I don't know. I can't confirm nor deny that he was in the middle of his best round and was yelling rat farts when he got struck by lightning. But you would think that lightning in the area, you probably head in. Although
they said it rolled in quickly.
There's a lot of people that ignore warnings.
100%. We had them when I was just back in the Midwest.
Yeah.
They get thunder and lightning all the time, basically every afternoon.
They're like, whatever.
And those guys don't pay any attention to the horn.
Yes.
Like, let's just keep going. I don't see it. It looks like it's moving east.
What are the chances this is going to get me? Well, it turns out pretty effing good.
Yeah, they were like, it's just for liability. Let's go. Hit your 5-iron. Let's go. You ninny. I'm like, well, I don't.
How much did I pay for you're the guest. You know how much I paid for this round? It's $180.
I'm not going anywhere.
Not going anywhere. Staying out. I wonder what the odds are if you play in a lightning storm. What are the odds of you.
If you play in a lightning storm?
Yeah.
They're saying odds of you getting struck by lightning are over 1 in a million, but if it's in a lightning storm? That's a good question. I don't know, because you're holding a metal rod.
Yeah.
Like, that's not good.
But if you're in the golf cart, you're fine. And now, is this dumb? Did the tires make you okay? Because isn't that the idea, like you're on rubber tires? Because I got caught riding in the storm this weekend, and I did have that thought of, well, I'm fine. I'm on tires.
You were storm chasing?
No, I was like, I thought I was trying to beat the weather, and I was like, oh hell, I got caught in a little bit, and I was on my way home. But I did have that thought as the storm was coming in. I was like, if I get struck, but I'm on 2 rubber tires, do I just shrug off the lightning? Because that's always that. I feel like that's the old wives' tale, but I can't imagine that I'd get hit by lightning on my bike, and I'm like, I'm all right, everybody, tires. So maybe that's the golf thing. You're like, I was in a golf cart. What could happen?
I don't know. So that's all we can report to you on that.
No. I guess not rest in peace.
No, he's not dead.
I hope you get better.
I think he listens to the fan.
Someone said time to.
Big fan of us.
There's an ad coming up that you may want to listen to if you got struck by that lightning.
That's right. We found 70,000 in meth, and you won't believe where.
Longview?
That
Medford
is next. And yes, ha!
Yeah.
Copyright free, baby.
That's right.
Just remember, copyright free.
By the way, the whole rubber insulated myth, it is called the rubber myth. If you get struck by lightning and you're on like a bike or a motorcycle, yeah, your ass is cooked. Just turns out rubber does help, but lightning more powerful. It will blow out your tires. But they said in your car you're safe.
Yeah.
The metal top and then dispersing it to your tires, you're fine. It will not screw you up if you're in your car.
That goes back to that story. Remember when the power lines were down?
Yes.
And the tree fell on the car,
Yeah.
and the people were in the car?
Yes.
They got out,
And now
then they got electrocuted?
Yes.
They should have stayed in the car.
If you stay in the car, you're good. But on a vroom vroom or a pedal, not so much. You are in some trouble. And certainly a golf cart, I think, would also probably not give you the protection that you're
What
looking
if I
for.
got a rubber golf cart?
That may help. Could you get one of those old like baseball hat, like bullpen carts? You need that solid top metal.
All rubber.
Yeah. That's
Well,
I mean,
metal on top and then rubber.
yeah, because the top of the golf cart usually is rubber, and it sounds like you need metal up there. So
Yeah, I think it's plastic, isn't it?
yeah, it's plastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true, and that's not gonna cut it.
This is in the news, June 29, 2026. Hello, nice to have you here. Look at this.
You're so cute.
Yeah, we mean it. I would not like it if you weren't here.
Someone, all the lightning jokes coming in on the text line.
Oh yeah.
If you're on a golf course during a lightning storm, the idea is to always hold up your one iron because even God can't hit a one iron.
And then, of course, we're getting the 66 times the great outdoors. Got hit 66 times by lightning.
Well, we can't be joking about this.
No, because, the guy's fine, though,
Well,
right?
I know, that's what I mean. If he died, it's trouble. But
Yeah.
he didn't. He's alive.
No, he's fine. So can
He's
you...
a fan listener.
Yeah. If your buddy gets hit by lightning and you find out that all that happened is he lost some fingernails and, he's a little burnt, like, can you make fun of him at that point?
I mean, I think I would. Good story.
Yeah. By the way, Roy Sullivan, a U.S. park ranger, holds the record.
How many?
7.
You're kidding.
No. Roy Sullivan. He's been struck 7 times. He is a park ranger, so he is out there.
That's true, but-
my God, Roy.
Yeah.
So he was struck in 1942, 1969, 1970, 72, 73, 76.
Wow.
And 76. He's the Boston Celtics of getting hit by the freaking lightning.
So is he lucky or not lucky? Because he's lucky for being alive,
I
but he's
think
not
he's-
lucky because he gets hit a lot.
I think he's unlucky.
He got struck in a lookout tower and he lost a toe and a toenail. He got hit through an open truck window. He was knocked unconscious and lost his eyebrows permanently.
Okay, this guy's unlucky.
Yeah, very unlucky.
He got struck in his front yard and he suffered massive burns in his shoulder. Got struck at a ranger station and his hair caught on fire. So that left him with so he was bald with scars. And then he got struck while walking in the park and his ankle, it came out of his ankle and it blew that out. And then he got hit while fishing and severe chest and stomach burns. So my man was in bad shape.
Dude, that's unbelievable.
But it didn't kill him. Not the most attractive man in the world. He's got a bunch of burns, but no hair. Not sure which one of those is the worst. Like,
I think it's really sexy.
of all the times you can be like, are you effing kidding me? I think the open truck window, right?
Yeah, that's the worst one.
You're just driving and next
You're
thing you
in
know,
the car.
you wake up and you have no eyebrows. No, the hair on
The
fire.
car is supposed to be a protector.
It's supposed to
be
but
safe.
You gotta have the window up. Because it hits and then it like wants to go down, but you got your window down. 'Cause you're like, oh, it's all fun and games. I want to feel the rain.
That's what it sounds like.
That is what it sounds like. What's crazy is, oh, dude, his burns are like horrific. Yeah, because it enters your body, but then it has to have an exit, and that's where the damage, where it leaves, is worse than where it goes in.
Does that drop right there?
I think that's right. Try it out.
If it enters, it has to exit.
That is true. Doesn't stay in there.
70,000 U.S. dollars worth of methamphetamine have been seized here in our local area.
I never know if that's a lot of meth or not. I don't feel like it is. I think it's a decent amount, but
I think
70.
it's a lot.
70 grand? Oh.
Any guesses?
You said locally, right? So we're not talking about Medford.
No. Well, it's not Portland. But in the area.
I'm going Gresham.
Gresham.
Yeah.
We're going to Cowlitz County, and your favorite, Longview.
Well, that goes. Now, to be fair, I thought we were talking about Oregon. If you would have said, I said before the break, I said Medford and I said Longview.
You did.
Come on, Longview. Not disappointing. Living up to your reputation. Like, I feel like if I needed to score crystal meth, I would just go to the middle of Longview and then just like hold up a sign that said meth, please. And I feel like someone would bring it to me.
Yeah, just announce yourself.
Yeah. Like, I'm not
here for.
Yeah, like when you're at a concert, you know, you kind of have to look around and like kind of find out who has the drugs. I think in Longview, you just show up with like a homeless sign, but instead of like anything else, just be like, dude, meth, like I'll pay.
They just toss it to you.
Yeah.
Like, here you go. Welcome.
Yes.
Welcome to town.
Yeah.
It's nice to have you.
It is. It's like a nice welcoming.
Your complimentary gift.
It is. It's a nice welcoming basket.
Let us know what you think.
We'll do the taster's test against any of the Medford's meth. We get a little battle going on. Who's got the best meth?
Yes, authorities say a 23-year-old man from Seattle, a 47-year-old man from Longview were taken into custody. In total, an AR-style rifle, 9mm semi-automatic handgun, 7.8 pounds of meth, which is approximately $70,000 street value, 4.4 ounces of fentanyl, which is approximately $12,000 street value, and we have a half ounce of heroin.
That's nice.
Approximately just $700 street value.
You know what you have there? That is what we like to call a Longview potpourri basket is what that is. It's a little something for everybody.
It's a menu.
Yeah. Like if you're going over to like a Longview Christmas party, you bring that and you're like, hey guys, whatever you're into, I got you.
Also, $4,202 in cash.
Little low for all of that?
Little low.
Yeah.
Must not be moving.
Nah.
Moving product.
Tough times, man.
I think it's funny that there was a Seattle kid and a Longview guy. That tells me the Seattle people.
Yeah.
They come down to Longview.
They know. They know where to go.
The hub. We know where the hub is.
You know where to go. Yeah. You go to the Three Rivers Mall. You just mill around that mall. It'll find you. Although you would think in Seattle you just go to Tacoma, but it's a lot closer. Same vibe, but
yeah.
Maybe Longview just does it better.
One of these days, as your noted newsman, I will power rank the best drugs in the area.
And where to get them.
Yeah, who's doing it right?
Well, I await those. I'm awaiting those rankings in the club.
It's important work.
It is important work. Someone's got to have the bravery to do it, and I think it's this show.
All right, that's in the news, June 29, 2026. Brought to you by the Advocates Injury Attorneys at advocateslaw.com. Boy, do we have a sports show today. The Blazers have made a move. And other headlines next.
Now, from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
First on the Fan, Portland Trailblazers. They are making a move. They make a trade today, trading for All-Star guard Ja Morant. In exchange, the Grizzlies are going to get Jeremy Grant and Chris Murray. Morant has only played a total of 79 games last 3 seasons for Memphis. He still has 2 years left on his contract worth about $87 million. Center Yusuf Nurkic, former Blazer, he intends to sign a 2-year, $22 million contract to return to the Utah Jazz. Former NBA players Blake Beasley and former Blazer Ed Davis, they are among 6 defendants indicted today on charges related to an alleged sports gambling scheme that targeted at least 4 games during the 2023-24 season. Detroit Lions, they are releasing cornerback Terrion Arnold after he was arrested last week on felony charges of armed robbery and kidnapping. And in the World Cup today, Brazil was down 1-0 at the half. They end up pulling it out and getting the win over Japan 2-1. And then Paraguay, they beat Germany in PKs. It was 1-1 going to PKs. They won in PKs in that one. I'm Stephen Vaughn from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
Welcome back. Hope you're having a nice little Monday. We be your sportsmen. And sportsmen we are.
Indeed.
Sports and hard today.
We have been sports and hard today. This is way too hard for a Monday.
Sometimes.
I mean, we're World Cupping it. We're, knee deep in Blazer stuff. My God.
Sometimes it's required of us.
We haven't even talked about the Savannah Bananas.
Not all the time, but sometimes. And today we're bringing the heat, the sports heat. My name is Isaac. Big Sook's right over there.
Oh, dude.
Not the Savannah Bananas, but the 4 overtime fire thriller.
Stevie Freedom. Yeah, did you fade the fire in the 4 overtime fire thriller?
I did have I had a little live bet on the Mystics. So yeah.
A little something.
It was money line plus money.
Betting against our fire. How dare you?
Yeah, I think Steven's been making a lot of money betting against our fire. And they call him Stevie Fire.
It's been pretty terrible.
I understand.
4 overtimes though, I tell you what.
Yeah.
It was a fun game.
You know what? We're scrappy.
I watched.
Lot of heart.
Were you watching it?
Yeah. So we had just got back from the beach, and my son wanted to go to the mall and walk around and stuff. I was like, all right, we'll go after the Fire game because I was watching the World Cup, and then I watched some of the Fire games. So I was like, I'm invested in it now. I want to watch this. And then it went to overtime. I'm like, well, I got to keep watching. And he's all mad. He wants to leave. I'm like, oh, well, second overtime. We'll go after this overtime. Then third overtime, and he's still all mad. He's all pissed at me. So yeah. Then I just,
boy, I'm not certain. I'm not certain I could pull off a family 4 overtime. It's hard enough, if my family wants to do something, it's hard enough to get someone to pay attention to the final 4 minutes of an NBA game anyways. My daughter, if you want to piss off my daughter, make her sit through the final 4 minutes of an NBA game.
Yeah, he was getting really mad at me, so I was like, well, just go play outside then. It was a bit at that point. Dude, I had to finish it.
I might be able to squeeze out 1, possibly 2 overtimes, but 4, right out. Not doing that.
Wasn't that the Austria-Albania game?
It was Canada. Canada had just pulled it out.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That was
against South Africa.
That was Monday. Yeah, Austria-Albania was Sunday. That was amazing.
Was that the one that with
It was amazing.
The 2 goals right at the end?
Yes.
Did you see the betting angle on that?
I
want to pull this up. Darren Ravel, who...
Well, hold on. Let me tee this up.
All right, tee this up.
So today in the World Cup. Okay, so we're going to start with this one. And then we'll get to today's games, and then we'll get to what the Blazers did. Okay, so just sit tight.
Yeah.
Lot to cover.
We'll get there.
We'll get there. We always do. Maybe days from now, but we do it. So if you didn't see the Iran-Egypt game, Iran scored a goal in, I think, stoppage time. And they thought they beat Egypt and advanced to the round of 32.
Yeah.
But the goal was called back. The little Iranian bros, little feetsies, were offside by a toenail. Okay, so they call it back. So they have the match or draw the match with Iran. So now that means that the Austria-Algeria game, whoever wins that game advances. The loser is out, and Iran is in.
Mm-hmm.
The twist is that Austria and Algeria are both in if they draw, and Iran is out. So Iran is sitting on pins and needles just wanting one of those two countries to win that game. They cannot have a draw. And mind you, they scored the game-winning goal against Egypt. It just got wiped off the board.
Yes.
So Iran's like the wave of emotion. Not to mention they're being bombed relentlessly. They had to move to Mexico. They had to move their facility to Mexico.
They have to fly in like the day of the game. They're not allowed to stay afterwards. Like a lot of their staff members aren't allowed in.
Dude,
it's not going good.
Roller coaster ride. No. So it's 2-2, right?
Yes. 2-2 at the end of 90 minutes.
Yeah. So they're thinking Austria and Algeria are moving on because they're just playing for a draw. They both get through, and they'll just play out stoppage time. Well, and I still don't know what happened or why they did this, but Algeria just decides to hit the gas, and they scored a goal.
Scored 3 minutes into extra time.
So now Iran's going, oh my God, we're through. Why did they do that? Did they throw us a bone? What is happening? This is amazing.
30 seconds later.
30 seconds later, in like the final minute of stoppage time, Austria counters. This bro's like going out of bounds. He kicks this big high ball up over the, what do you call it? Like the net.
Yeah.
And on the back side of the net, past the post, is some bro saving it with a header, like a Hail Mary header, heads it to the middle. Another bro heads it in. Tie 3-3. Game ends there.
Both go through.
Iran is now once again out.
Yes.
Can you imagine?
No.
The roller coaster of emotion.
No.
That Iran felt.
No. It was that.
What was Algeria doing?
I don't know. Trying to win. So this was Darren Ravel.
Then that's what they said.
So 2-2 at the end of 90 minutes. If you bet $1,000 on a draw, you would have won $1.
Right.
At the end of regulation.
Yeah, everybody thought it was going to be a draw.
Algeria scores 3 minutes later. A $1,000 bet on a draw at that point would get you $65,000.
Damn.
Less than 30 seconds later, $1,000 would win you $1,000. And Austria then scores and the draw hits. Had you had the balls to bet $1,000 after Algeria scored, your $1,000 bet would have been a $100,000. So it went from 1 to $65,000 to $100,000 in 30 seconds.
Did I say Albania? I'm being corrected. It's Algeria.
Algeria.
Not Albania.
Yeah.
Algeria, sorry. Rock Chalk, yeah. Algeria.
That was the most badass, crazy thing that happened over the weekend.
It was wild. Yeah. Anyway, today, we're now in the knockout stages, okay?
Yes.
So you lose and you go home. Brazil beat Japan 2-1. Brazil held the ball for 69% of the game. Yep. They really dominated, but Japan scored the first goal, and they had them on the ropes, but Brazil just kept applying pressure.
In the second half, it looked like Japan ran out of gas.
Well, they did, and Brazil just kept going at them. And
a couple great saves by Suzuki, the American-born goalie.
They scored the go-ahead goal in stoppage time, so it was almost going to extra time, but Japan couldn't hold on, so they're out. Brazil is through, and then Paraguay beat Germany in what do they call them? Penalty kicks.
Yep.
PKs, as the kids say.
Paraguay was up 2 goals with 2 shots left in the penalty kick. Chumped both. Germany comes back and ties it. And you're thinking, oh my God, Paraguay found a way to botch this. The German guy comes up and just shankopotamuses it into like the 90th row. Paraguay kicks the last one in on the 6th kick, and now the Germans are going home.
It was very exciting.
Oh, looking at the reaction in the crowd was amazing. The
Tarps
Germans
were off.
Yeah, devastated. There were grown men just crying and hugging each other. It was really cool.
Okay, so then the Blazers made a deal today.
Well, we woke up this morning to the odds-on favorite. There was like a 40% chance on Kalshi that Jaylen Brown was going to be a Portland Trailblazer. All that smoke happened this weekend. You woke up and it felt like there was a deal that was imminent. And then around 2 o'clock today, we get the breaking sounder, and it's like, the Blazers made the deal. It's Jaylen Brown. No, it's not Jaylen Brown.
It's Ja Morant.
It's Ja Morant.
The Blazers got Ja. So I don't know how you feel about that, but the reality is they didn't give up much for him at all. They trade Jeremy Grant and Chris Murray.
So they traded arguably, a guy in Chris Murray that won't be in the league for very long. And they traded quite possibly the worst contract in the NBA for the second worst contract in the NBA. We didn't want Jeremy Grant. They didn't want Ja Morant. They couldn't get rid of Ja Morant, but we gave them the bad contract of Grant, and we were like, all right, that's fine. Realize something, that Desmond Bane got 4 first-round picks, and Ja Morant couldn't get a second-round pick. That's how bad Memphis wanted out of this. So, and then now it's reported that Shams is saying that the Blazers are no longer pursuing Jaylen Brown, that this indeed was their big move. And if that's the case, you now have 5 guards and a point forward. I don't know what you do with this roster, but it sounds like they're saying that their plan is for Damian Lillard and Ja Morant to be your starting backcourt, which is
all right.
How you went into the offseason with the idea of like Giannis, Jaylen Brown, maybe Kawhi, Trey Murphy, and you ended up with Ja Morant.
Well, it's very blazery.
It is.
That's very on course,
dude.
Brand.
If this is all it is, this is the most blazer off season of all time.
Yeah, well, Joe Cronin, at least so far, and we'll give him time. He has not gotten the guy, and this is what I was worried about.
Yeah.
When they kept him, so we'll give him time. There's free agency starts tomorrow. Jaylen Brown hasn't been moved yet. We'll see what happens. There's Aaron Gordon sitting out there.
Yeah.
So he could make some other moves. Shams isn't always right.
Well, and they did say that the other one, I forget who it was. I think it was Chris Haynes, said that they are shopping Drew Holiday. So again, it feels like there has to. You can't go into the season with
Holiday to Miami.
You can't go into the season with.
Don't they need a point guard?
I think Miami needs a lot of things.
I think they just need players.
Yeah, they just need bodies. But you can't go in with Ja Morant, Damian Lillard, Scoot Henderson, Shaedon Sharpe, Drew Holiday, and Denny, who's essentially your point forward.
You know what the Blazers say to that? Watch us.
Do you think Neil O'Shea somewhere is like, what?
I tried this already.
Let's move on. Let's go. 2 guards that don't play defense. Yes.
I think it's really sexy.
Let's go. I'm still convinced, despite what Sham says, there has to be another move coming. They have to find a way to balance out this roster.
It just seems so obvious to me.
In my opinion, I don't think there's much downside to the Ja Morant move.
Yeah.
I don't like him, but at the same time, he's a hell of a scorer, and he's 26, and at one point was, I think, top 7 MVP voting. He was Rookie of the Year, his number 2 pick. That Memphis team didn't have a whole lot, and he got it to the Western Conference semis. He's a legit player. It's just, not a lot between the years. I just wish, or I hope that, if I'm a Blazer fan, that Damian Lillard maybe can take him under his wing and really kind of straighten him out. And like I said, he's young, but 26 now. He's maybe at that age where maybe they did some due diligence on him and found out maybe he's ready for a fresh start and to be better. So
can we ban?
You didn't give up much.
No,
so,
you gave up nothing.
It's whatever.
It's the definition of buy low. Can we ban his dad from the state of Oregon?
No. He's going to be the best part of this.
There's a guy on Twitter who said he needs you guys to interview Ja Morant's dad.
Dude, only if Ja Morant's dad wears nothing but designer clothing and wears sunglasses. I want him head to toe in Louis Vuitton, and he needs to wear his sunglasses indoors at all times.
Dude, we've talked about how the Blazers don't have that special fan. Blazers got that fan now.
Well, and I will tell you right now, I can't wait. I don't think I'm talking out of school, because if anyone has been down in the bowels of Moda Center, Scoot's dad and Scoot's parents, there's something else. They love being Scoot's parents. I would like to see what happens when Ja Morant's dad and Scoot's dad team up. Because I'll tell you right now, people of Portland, buckle up. That is going to be and both of them are sunglasses indoor guys at all times. Could be a very exciting turn of events with those 2 dads teaming up. I don't know how their sons are going to do. I'm just excited about the dads hooking up, because they're going to run roughshod over the strip clubs and the nightclubs of this town.
Does T. Morant look a lot like Usher?
Yes,
he does.
100%. And I think he believes he is Usher. I think T. Morant believes that if Usher can do it, why can't he? No dong, no believe.
Well, he does. I mean, he looks younger than you would think.
Yes.
Being a dad.
And he's a colossal douche canoe.
Well, yeah. Well, that goes without saying.
Yes.
But, yeah, I mean, I don't know, bringing some energy to Rip City. How about that? Take that, Sukanik. Get your guns.
Wasn't it him that tried to fight Shannon Sharp?
Yes. I believe at one point he was banned from the building. They wouldn't. He has been. I don't know where Memphis plays at the FedEx Center.
That sounds right.
I do believe they banned him from the arena. And we're like, dude, you can't.
How long before he gets banned from the Moda Center?
Depends on Jaw's playing.
Exactly. This will be directly proportionate to how good Ja is. The thing about Ja, and I don't know, I think Zion's got some of this, so Zion was more talented. They're both the same. Zion and Ja are the same thing. They came into the league and instantly were like, dude, these guys are future stars. And both of their games are solely based around their athleticism. They're not the most skilled players in the world, but they're freakishly athletic. Problem is with guys like that, it doesn't age well. And both of them have been hurt. Ja Morant has played in like 75 games in 3 years. He's played 9, 50, and 20 in the last 3 years. And it looks like he's lost a step. He doesn't shoot the ball particularly well. He doesn't play any defense. So the question is, can someone on the Blazer staff turn back the clock? Because even if he gets his S together and he decides not to be an idiot and do an Oregonian thing, if you can just get him to stay away from strip clubs and guns and his dad, I still ask the question, at 27, is 23-year-old Ja still in there? Or is it, once that's gone, because of the lack of athleticism and lost a step, does his entire game crumble? Because we have seen this before, that when pure athletes lose a step, it can go really quickly. Think Steve Francis, think John Wall, guys that are just full speed ahead. And Ja was, man, when he came into the league, that guy was a force of nature. Is there another aspect to your game, or is that all you are?
To his, in his defense, Ja, 34 games suspension.
Yeah.
So he wasn't hurt. He was suspended.
Was that the 9 games? Was that the 9 game? Or?
Well, he got 25. He got 8. Yeah. And then he got 1.
Yeah. Okay, Ja, no pistol whipping anyone on your home basketball floor. Don't do that.
No, I think it was just a sucker punch. I think he sucker punched a kid, but he was suspended because he kept flinging guns on Instagram Live.
I thought he hit the kid. I thought he pistol whipped. Maybe it was just a sucker punch.
I think he just sucker punched.
He did beat up a
Yes.
He beat up a child.
I don't think the NBA cared about that one. It was more just the brandishing.
It was the gun on social media.
Yeah. That was the 25 game
flaunting,
one.
yeah.
That was 2023. Issued by the NBA June 2023. Conduct detrimental after he was seen brandishing a firearm on an Instagram Live video. This kept him off the court for 25 games. 8-game suspension, same year, issued by the NBA in March of 2023 after he was seen holding a firearm while intoxicated at a Denver area nightclub. And then the 1-game suspension handed down by the Grizzlies in November of 2025 for conduct detrimental to the team following a post-game exchange with head coach Tumelas, probably not their coach anymore, guy, regarding his leadership and effort.
Yeah. So, look, you're getting damaged goods. We said at the beginning, you're buying a Lamborghini that's been in some wrecks. It's got a bad engine, but it's a Lamborghini, and you think that you can get under the hood, tinker with a little bit, throw some new tires on, and hopefully you got a Lamborghini. And we'll see. I will say that if you're going to try to rehab an image, Damian Lillard might be a great example, a guy that could take someone under his arm. We got Nike in the backyard. He is one of Nike's signature athletes. So maybe Nike can be like, dude, like, what are you doing here? And then maybe we can just get T. Morant to take over the Acropolis, and he can stay busy with the Acropolis, and he stays out of his son's life because they're closing. They need a new owner. So maybe this is all kind of coming together where it works. It works perfectly.
A+ trade in my book. In my book now. Stu just talked me into it.
Well, you gave, as Rob has said, you gave up nothing.
Again,
so
I don't know how this is going to work out, but why not do that? Sure. Like, I seriously think that Joe Cronin maybe wasn't even thinking about Ja Morant. It's just that he lowballed him, and they were like, yeah, all right. Yeah. And he's like, okay, fine, we'll do it.
He's like, really? Oh, you just want Jeremy Grant and no players and no picks?
Yeah.
All right. Chris Murray?
Yeah.
He calls his scouts. He's like, what do you think of Ja Morant? And they're like, I don't know. What do you think about Ja Morant for Grant and Murray? Yeah, well, fine. Yeah. Whatever. Just do it.
No,
so I don't see much downside.
In the NBA, dude, I mean, you just have to have talent. You have to have talent to win in the NBA. I don't care who your coach is. I don't care about the ownership. If you don't have the right players, you can't win. And Ja is
talented.
Now, he hasn't won a whole bunch in the playoffs. He's got to the second round, I believe. They were the 2 seed.
They made the conference finals, didn't they?
Did they make? They might have made the conference final. I don't think they did.
No?
I think they got the second
Semis.
round.
Okay.
Yeah, semis. But they were the 2 seed in the West, I believe, twice. Like, he's won some games in a tough Western Conference when he was at his best. So you take the risk. Like you said, you gave up nobody that was part of your future, and you're trading for a guy that has 2 years left on his contract. And if it doesn't work, you're out after 2 years. There is no downside to this trade at all.
Well, if he doesn't work next year, you have a big, because he makes a
Right.
bunch of money.
Right.
You've got a huge expiring deal that someone may take just because it's
And if he
it's
shows
off the books.
anything, you're right. If he shows anything with 1 year left on his contract, someone would take that. They're like, look, I'll take the $45 million so we can get it off our books next year.
Yeah.
Someone asks on the text line, when was the last time an idiot athlete stopped being an idiot?
Zebo.
Yeah,
Zach Randolph.
Zach Randolph does come to mind.
That's the one I thought.
That's
of
a great
right
one.
Well, Randolph was.
And it's funny because
he
it
was
was
a moron.
Portland to Memphis.
Yes.
Now this one's Memphis to Portland.
Yeah, and he just grew up.
He cleaned
so
it up.
I think there's a difference between calling someone just a complete idiot and they won't change versus just being immature.
Yes.
And I don't know what it is with Morant. I mean, we don't know that. I mean,
we
maybe,
hope it was just 23.
Exactly.
Right.
Maybe if he gets older, he
his
figures.
dad.
And he's also realizing that he's kind of nobody wanted him.
No.
He's lucky to be in Portland.
Yeah.
If that doesn't light a fire under, if Damian Lillard can't sit him down and say, hey, and there's a guy who's a multi-time All-Star saying, hey, dude, this is your last shot.
Yes.
Maybe a motivated and a little older Ja. It's wishful thinking, but maybe.
It's a great point. If you ever are going to get him to pull his head out of his ass, it's someone saying you got 2 years left in the league, and if you don't, you are done.
Yeah, and by the way, here's how you get him. They're taking away your money, dude.
Yeah.
You're not getting. There's no more money.
No.
You're getting $42 million this year, $47 million next year.
That's it.
After that, bro, all bets are off unless you play well.
Yeah.
Unless you embrace this. Unless you follow what we're doing here. Who knows?
And if they keep Drew Holiday's another guy that would be perfect in that situation as well. Like Dame and Drew
Exactly.
Holiday may honestly be the two
Perfect.
best guys in the NBA to try to swerve him back onto
And
the road.
Ha Young Sen Jun.
No, that's
Or whatever.
Young Hansen.
Yeah, and him.
He's awesome.
The white flag.
What if he sits him down?
They can trade Klingon because they got Young Hansen on
do.
the bench. He's ready to go.
Who will be Ja Morant's best friend on the team?
We don't really
He's
have.
Krejci.
Oh, wouldn't I want him to hang out with Young Hansen? I just think that if you had a reality show where him
John Young.
John Young and Ja Young, if you had a reality show of those two guys just cruising around Portland, dude, sign me up. I'd watch that all day, every day. T. Morant driving him around. just picture Hansen all of a sudden being like OG'd out. He's looking like Tupac.
You know,
Young Hansen's hitting up strip clubs
Yeah,
everywhere.
he's got Thug Life tattooed on. He's wearing the backwards bandana. Let's go.
we're burying the lead here. I can't believe we haven't asked this question yet.
What do we got?
What does Bill Oram think? Is he penning a column right now
I'm guessing.
Who do you think I am?
about the return of the Jailblazers and the team should just leave?
Well, the team's already good as gone. What are you talking about?
All right, well, Ja Morant's a Blazer, and it's met with a giant. Yeah, all right. It's like the Alonzo Mourning meme.
I'm fine.
You're sad.
I'm fine.
And then you're like, oh, well, you know.
It brought a little juice.
I'm
It's a
fine.
little juice.
Well, he is a talented player, and you need more talent. So
Little
that's a
buzz.
good start.
Little buzz.
Little buzz. Other weekend musings in sports next.
From the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
First on the Fan, Portland Trailblazers made a trade today. They are trading for former All-Star point guard Ja Morant from the Memphis Grizzlies. In exchange, the Grizzlies are getting Jeremy Grant and Chris Murray. Now, Ja Morant, he's only played in 79 games in the past 3 seasons, has 2 years left on his contract worth $87 million. But Chris Haynes is tweeting out that the Blazers are envisioning the backcourt with Damian Lillard and Ja Morant next season. Former Blazers center Yusuf Nurkic, he intends to sign a 2-year, $22 million contract to return to the Utah Jazz. Former NBA players Malik Beasley and former Blazer Ed Davis, they are among 6 defendants that were indicted today on charges related to an alleged sports gambling scheme that targeted at least 4 games during the 2023-24 season. Detroit Lions, they've released cornerback Terrion Arnold after he was arrested last week on felony charges of armed robbery and kidnapping. World Cup today has been great so far. Brazil was down 1-0 at half. They end up winning and beating Japan 2-1. And then the upset of the tournament so far, Paraguay, they defeated Germany in PKs. Paraguay advances on 4-3 on penalties. I'm Stephen Vaughn from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Don't call your mom, call George.
Yeah, so RJ points out that we actually do know what Bill Oram thinks.
Yeah, he did tweet, and I quote, "I hate it. I hate everything about it." So.
What? No way.
Hundo P.
RJ also asked, do you think Canzano is upset with Oram that the Willem columnist torch has been passed? It's a good question.
Yeah, that's good.
You're stealing some thunder here, Oram.
You are stealing some thunder.
By the way, I just went
prestigious award there.
Yeah.
That's right. I went to Oram's Twitter. He has a Fire Bill Oram petition on his Twitter.
Hey, man, good for you for trolling.
And apparently he signed it. So
he wants out.
This was 3 days ago. He said, this petition only had 1 signature before I signed it. Let's help the champion of the cause, Steve, get it to 5.
Steve.
Some guy named Steve.
Steven.
Hey.
Yeah,
Change.org.
Stevie Fire over here.
Stevie Fire. Is it you? On behalf of your boy?
I'm not on the Portland Fire trade anymore. I'm just on the Fire.
I sense what's happening here.
Dude, I love the idea of, I don't like what you wrote. Let's get you fired.
Yeah.
That worked.
Yeah, I don't like this new guy. I like the old guy.
Oh, man. So fun. Bye, bitch. Sports.
Did you watch any of the Savannah Bananas?
Yeah.
So
I did, actually.
I tried watching that, and
I enjoyed it.
Now, to be fair, I did not understand what the Savannah Bananas were about. Like, I was topically aware of the Bananas. I get that they had some kind of weird things and that they played,
If you don't know, they were at Autzen.
They were at Autzen.
Yeah.
I have never been more confused. I've never felt older and more confused because I came into both games probably around the 6th, 7th inning, when I was like, oh, yeah. And I realized they were playing a whole series. So the first day I was like, oh, yeah, Savannah Bananas were on. So I flicked over to it. And then the second day I was like, there it is again.
No.
So I watched about 2 innings. I have no idea the hell is going on down there.
Well, they get points if you win the inning. So that's the first thing. In other words, it's just like...
It's like match playing golf?
Kind of. Yeah, it's kind of like that. But that's not really the point. The point is, it's just, they're doing bits.
They're doing bits.
Everybody's doing bits. They put DeAnthony Thomas out there as a pinch runner.
Yeah. And then
he was holding a football.
I didn't understand the trick plays. I didn't understand there was a clock. Like, everything confused me.
Well, it is confused. It's just a fun,
Yes.
It's like the Harlem Globetrotters.
Yes.
That's what it is.
But I guess this thing, when I watch the Harlem Globetrotters, I know what I'm watching. It's basketball. There's bits. I didn't know what I was watching with the Savannah Bananas.
Well, it's baseball.
No, nothing made sense.
It's baseball. Well,
it confused and frightened me, but it looked like a lot of fun.
The funny thing about the Bananas at Autzen was how they set up the stadium.
Yeah.
How they set up the field. Because you may be thinking, well, how did they put a baseball stadium in Autzen? They basically just, so if you look at let's say you're at the 50-yard line and you're looking down at the field.
Yeah.
The left bottom corner of the end zone is home plate.
Yeah.
and they hit. It was 190 feet,
and yet no one was
to left field,
and yet no one was hitting home runs.
Oh, dude, I saw like 5.
What?
Yes, and they would go like there was a big net,
and why? I guess
and they hit them up over the net. Like it was like 3/4 of the way up.
Both games when I tuned in, it was like 3-1.
Well, again, they only get points for the innings, but they were. I saw at least 3.
Okay,
and they were cranking it. It was 190. But then if you think about it, how the football field is configured, it's now 400 and something.
Yeah, to right field.
Actually, it's more than that.
Yeah, you can't.
It's like 153 yards.
Yeah.
To right field.
Yeah, you ain't getting it out to right field.
So that would made it funny.
If you're a left-handed batter, you better be going the opposite direction.
Yeah, the lefties were trying to hit it oppo, and then the righties were just cranking it over 190 feet.
I enjoyed watching for the brief moment that I did. These are my 2 conclusions. One, I have no idea what's going on. The Savannah Bananas are not for me. Yeah, I'm just
they're making behind the back catches.
Yeah, I just none of it.
They use props.
I don't remember who it was. One of the reporters, might have been Alger, that went down and was tweeting about it. That's how I was alerted to it. I was on Twitter, and one of the Oregonian, or I think Alger writes for his own. He does his own report now. And I was like, oh, yeah, it's on. He said, it feels like I'm stuck in a TikTok video. And I was like, yes. Everything was a TikTok video. At one point, the BTJ goes, why are all these guys so handsome? And I was like, I think that's part of the bit. So I appreciated what was going on. I get why it's super fun for the kids to go there. And if I was in person, maybe it would be better. On TV, it did not translate to me at all. I did not think it looked fun.
All you got to do is watch it for a little bit, and it's like you kind of get it, and you just like, okay,
yeah,
it's not. I mean, it's not like you're tuning into every game.
Yeah.
They were at Autzen. It was kind of interesting the way they set it up.
They were in duck uniforms.
Yeah, and if you haven't seen them before, you go watch it, and it's like, okay. I watched maybe an inning, and I understood what was happening, and I'm out.
Yeah, so you did the same thing.
Well, I don't.
It's a show. It's a show. It's not a sport. It is a show.
So it's funny. It'll make you chuckle.
Yeah.
But after a while, you just go, okay, well.
So that's I'd rather watch a real baseball.
So that's what I'm wondering. So they sell it everywhere, right? It's like
everywhere.
Everywhere. Does anyone watch it on TV? Because I honestly can tell you, on TV, I thought it was brutal. They weren't explaining anything.
I think the on-field guy is great.
I just thought it.
Did you watch him? Steven didn't watch it.
I don't. I watched one time, maybe like a couple weeks ago. They were on TV, and it was on the TV, and we were like, "What is this? Like, what am I watching?" And I just, it is not for me. Like, I don't get it. I don't think it's funny. I don't think it's fun. I think it is incredibly boring and stupid.
Yeah, the TV version of it to me was brutal, but I can see why in person, if you were there and the music and the dancing and all that, but when it's on TV, it just was like I don't know. It was just like, it was such a chaotic mess. Someone said, took my kids to the game yesterday. Most overstimulation situation ever. Nonstop loud house pop music, 10 things going on at once. I called it the ADHD circus. Yes. And I think in person that works. On TV, it seems so muddled. There was too much going on to ever to focus on anything.
It's not really for you. It's more for kids and families.
Yes.
And I've talked to 2 people that RJ texted in, he was there. And then I talked to a guy at Langdon who was there, and he said it was great. He said his kids loved it.
Yeah, everyone that goes says
really
it's
fun.
It's incredible.
It's just maybe the Savannah Bananas, like we know their bits now. You can only do so much. Maybe it's just kind of getting old.
But I don't think so. I think in person, had I gone, this was my conclusion. Had I gone in person, I bet you I have a completely different view of it.
But I think even in person, if you go once, I'm not sure you want to go again.
Yeah.
Like, I think it just gets old. There's only so much you can do. It's fun.
Yeah.
But okay. Yeah. Ready to watch the White Sox.
I think you're right on that. Like my kids, they used to really love Dude Perfect, the YouTube show.
Sure.
And like they have live shows, and we went to one at the Moda Center, then we went to one down in Eugene, and it was basically the same show. And so it's right. It's like, maybe after you go once, you may not have to go again to the Savannah Bananas. They got to figure it out. They got to evolve. But that's what I'm saying. It's literally not a sport. It's just a show that they're putting on for you.
Yeah.
So that's why it's kind of like the Globetrotters, but also a little bit different at the same time.
Well, it also could be that they, over time, have started smelling their own farts. Like they're getting a lot. They're very popular, selling out everywhere.
They're huge.
That's a 70 or that's
crazy.
a 65,000
Yep.
seat stadium.
They did that at
Sold
Clemson
out.
as well.
Yeah,
doing it
Clemson
everywhere.
sold out, yeah.
So
Every
it's-
ticket to wherever they go, they sell out, and people. It is the hottest thing going right now.
So it's possible that they just. I mean, you have to kind of play the hits when you become that
Yeah.
popular. You're selling all these tickets. You can't really change it.
Are you saying they're lit?
I think they are lit.
They are lit. You're playing the hits.
You better play the hit.
I
Don't,
got
don't
some
give me any
chuckles.
new. Nothing
No.
new.
And
My
I-
own were sending me all day.
I am interested. Oh, they play that, and then the crowd's like, play it again, and they're like, you got
Okay.
it. The Jesse guy, the guy that started it,
Yeah.
that guy's a
Only 5
genius.
seconds.
It's one of the great American success stories.
Because he abused his own money.
He used his own money. Everyone tried to tell him that he was an idiot. Everyone is that now tries to buy it from him, and he's like, no, I'm going to keep growing this thing. I love that guy. I love the story of the bananas. I am interested to know if this has staying power, because people are offering him hundreds of millions of dollars, and he is like, no, I'm not doing that. 5 years from now, are the Savannah, if you had to take a bet, I'll give you 5 years, are the I can't say it, Savannah Bananas.
Say it fast.
Are they, because they're now selling out 100,000 seat stadiums.
Savannah
They're
Banana.
selling out race car tracks,
Banana.
NASCARs.
Savannah banana. Savannah banana. Savannah banana.
Are they still selling things out 5 years from now? Or is this
I don't know, man.
a moment and now it goes?
I don't know. I have no idea. No clue. I mean, the Harlem Globetrotters lasted a long ass
Yes,
time.
they did.
So if they keep it interesting, I think they have a good shot.
Yeah.
But
Oh my God.
I don't know.
Bleh. To be clear, not pooping on the Savannah Bananas.
Okay.
No one needs new beaver. We need old beaver. What? 2 off, 2 on, 1 off, 2 on.
You know, it's all Steven.
Unbelievable.
He's being an ass.
He is. Probably because he hates the now.
I do.
I don't hate
think-
the
I don't think they'll be
bananas.
selling out.
You hate the bananas.
Yeah.
think
I
they're
don't
pretty-
understand the bananas. You hate the bananas.
I don't like it. It's not for me. I want real sports. I
I'll-
want my real sports now.
I will tell you right now, I am glad that this flew under the radar, because if a certain Japanese woman had gotten wind that the bananas were in Eugene, guess who would have been down in Eugene watching the Savannah Bananas? That is
Oh, Tani-san.
100%. Old Sukanik-san would be down there, because that is 100%
You know,
up her alley.
What if they stripped away all the bits
Yeah,
and just played baseball? Think that would work?
And you
Yeah.
have
that might be worse. Are any of them good?
That's the whole point. I think those
so there's
guys.
some former pros.
Yeah, a lot of those guys are like. I think they're kind of Pickles level type guys,
Yeah.
aren't they?
No, there was some like AAA guys, maybe some like former major leaguers that aren't very good anymore. Like,
Really?
there's some
Former major leaguers out there.
Yeah. There's
Yeah.
some minor league guys out there.
See, Fan Man's in. He said you would love Banana Ball Live, because he went with his kids.
There's another one.
He said Globetrotter meets WWE meets Greatest Showman.
Well, I say by it, I
Booze,
hate it.
affordable, all vibes.
Yeah.
And he said, especially if you have kids. Daughter's 12, hates everything, and I can totally see that. And he said his daughter, who hates everything, wants to go again.
Last thought, maybe because you were talking about the difference between going live and TV.
Yeah.
It's obviously working. People are paying all
Yeah.
over the country. Are
It's
going.
crazy.
Perhaps them putting it on TV is the worst thing that they could do.
It's possible.
And I don't know how much money they get for that, but if they kept it to where you had to see it live,
Yes.
you know, maybe they'd do better.
Because I'll tell you right
The
now,
mystique.
had I not seen that on TV, and let's say, as I'm not driving to Eugene, but let's say this week they're playing at Providence, right? You play it in Eugene, you can play it at Providence Park. If that game was at Providence and I had not seen it on TV, and you said, Suk, do you want to go? Tickets are $30. Yes, I would have gone and seen Banana Ball live. I'm not certain I'd do it now. I know it's going to be better live, and I know that everyone says it's really good, but I don't have young kids. Having it watched on TV, to your point, it would have been better had I not seen it on TV and my first experience was live.
There's no number that they have for the TV deal, but the Bananas are valued at $500 million.
Good for him. That
You're
guy
kidding.
is
I'm not
awesome.
kidding. So
And people
that
keep trying.
TV deal is huge.
People keep trying to buy it.
So the TV deal is where he's making his money then?
Well, in tickets.
Well, obviously tickets, but I just mean if he didn't have the...
they
I'm
generate
wondering
an estimated $100 million in revenue
on
annually.
what?
Everything.
Okay, I just wonder how much of that is TV.
Yeah, no one knows the exact precise deal, but they are on numerous things. They're on ESPN, Disney, TNT, CW.
I don't even know where I caught them. They were just on.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, the Bananas all...
I saw them on just like ESPN.
Yeah, I think they were
or-
on ESPN. or
Was it
whatever.
ESPN?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're on ESPN, Disney, TNT, and then CW.
And they're paying their guys now. Like those players now are making $100,000 plus. I mean, they're not like millionaires, but they're paying the players. So I mean,
It'd be fun.
it's such a cool. Yeah, I guarantee that's
It
fun.
would be fun.
And you know, those guys are all like very broy 20-something.
Oh, yeah.
You know, they're slaying. You know, and
The Hots.
Oh
The
God,
Hots love them.
dude, they're tearing a swath through every college town that they go to. Good for them.
Yeah. All right, coming up next, how good will this team be on the Fan?
Dirt.
All right, a couple of other things from the weekend. Well, this one was from today. What's going on with Ed Davis? Does anybody know what's up with
Yeah, he's arrested for
your boy?
point fixing.
Yeah, they charged
along
him.
with Beasley.
Well, see, but I thought it said Beasley was the one doing the fixing.
He was.
Ed Davis was the one, like, facilitating the bets or something?
Yeah, because Ed Davis doesn't play anymore. Beasley plays, and by the way, there are some wonderful clips of Beasley out there.
There are.
That are just hilarious. There's one, there's like 6 seconds left, and the spread is 8.5, and his team's down by 9. And there's like 6 seconds left, and they inbound the ball to him. And game's over, right? Dribble out the ball. My man grabs the ball, and no one's playing defense. They're all standing around there walking, like high-fiving each other. He sprints like he's got a rocket up his ass down the other end and throws down a dunk. You never see that. That is not something that happens. And the spread is covered. It's freaking nuts. Like, my man is guilty as sin. And Ed Davis, I guess, was the one like setting it up. So
he was setting it up.
He was the kind of he was the go-between probably between the gamblers and Beasley, who was doing the on-court fixing.
Beasley's probably friends with him.
Yeah.
Or something that has a connection, and Ed Davis is like, hey, let's do this thing. And,
yeah.
Well, I guess Beasley was in a bunch of debt.
Yes.
And so maybe Ed was on the side of the,
Well, Ed goes to him and says, hey, man, I mean, this is what we need, right? Like, this is your totals. This is the spread. And, he's just there to kind of.
So he's like the conduit to the NBA guy.
Yes. Yes.
Former Blazer, Ed Davis.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
So they have been indicted in a gambling case. And the video, there are so many fun videos of him out there. Like, it's not even subtle. Like, you can't. I'd love in a court of law someone to just put it up there and be like, Malik.
That's like the pitcher that had to throw a ball and he threw it, like 50 feet.
Yeah, can you not make that a little more subtle?
Didn't even get to the dirt.
It's like a penalty kick.
Yeah, how
they can't even hit the net.
Yep.
Can I ask a dumb question?
Yes.
No dumb questions
First
on this
question of the
program.
day.
Yeah, so why can't we recognize this stuff when it's happening?
I think we do, but it's like the Joe Rogan conspiracy theory. It seems so.
You got to be able to prove it.
You got to be able to prove it, and everyone does. I don't want to throw out a bunch of slander, but I mean, we do talk about this when, like, the bad beats or whatever. I mean, these clips are out there where you're like, really, dude?
I also think the problem is that everyone thinks that everybody's doing it all the time, and so since everyone accuses everybody all the time, that we don't take anybody really seriously.
Yes. Yeah,
because they can't be wrong with their bet, and so people will go online and will track their losing bet, and they'll say, "Well, watch this play. This is rigged because of this play," and they go through and they break it down.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
And so there's so many of these out there that when we see one like the Malik Beasley that is very obvious now, we get like, "Oh, well, this happens all the time," and so we can't take it seriously because there's so many videos out there.
There's these dudes that hang out at my buddy's golf club, and they drive me crazy because every time they're all degenerate gamblers, and every time they start drinking, which is a lot. Like, I'll show up after work for a beverage, and they all get together and hand to God, they're all convinced that every sport, especially the NFL, is rigged. Do you know why? Because they lose their bets. They're like, how can the NFL know that the over-under is 17, whatever, or, this spread, and it just so happens at the end of the game. And I'm like, so you're telling me that the business that's $22 billion all conspires to screw you over? That's the conspiracy. Or it's just that you suck at gambling.
Hey, guys, I don't know if you know this. There's magnets in the football, and they control the kick.
Oh,
so it either goes in or out.
Dude,
that is true.
They believe this wholeheartedly.
Like Oswego.
So it's just like you can hide in plain sight now, because when you get some jamoke that's like, it's all rigged, you can laugh at him and be like, no, it's not.
That?
But it allows the one guy who's actually doing it, to basically hide in plain sight.
Yeah, but like, I know that the feds are watching this stuff.
Yes.
And so
it's hard to prove, though.
And that's how but that's how they got Beasley. You want, in other words, if they can figure it out, can't internet sleuths figure it out? Like, that is not hard. Like, looking at Beasley, all somebody had to do, that one clip you're talking about, all somebody had to do was look at the point spread.
Yeah, and be like,
that is it.
Dude.
And go, wait a minute. Whoa. Then you start watching Beasley.
Yep.
So it doesn't seem to me that it would be that hard to kind of.
But what's crazy is, like, with the Chauncey Billups one, and this is the thing that blows me away. Anytime something like this happens, there's always a podcast, a tweet, a Reddit thread from 3 years ago where someone is like, oh yeah, dude. Like there was that one, it was like 2.5, 3 years ago where the guy was like, yeah, Chauncey Billups. And it was like Professional Gamblers Podcast. Like this guy was a professional poker player. And he goes, oh yeah, Chauncey Billups is fixing games. That dude was talking about it, but like there's no, I don't know, it doesn't register. I don't know why that is. I think there's just so much crap that floods the zone. This is like the whole president theory, right? It was Steve Bannon that came up with that. Steve Bannon said, we are going to flood the news cycle with so much horse ass every day that when something serious happens, the vice president even said this. He said, if Watergate happened today, this was last week, J.D. Vance said, if Watergate happened today, it would be a 12-hour story.
It's amazing the way I don't hear any applause for that.
And that's what we've done. We've created such a stream of 24/7 bullcrap. Nothing sticks.
You do it anymore, you're going to have problems.
I literally just, on Twitter, I searched sports rigged. There's videos about Germany, how that game was rigged in PKs today. They rigged it for Germany. They were going to rig it for Germany, but then they wanted them to lose at the end, so that's why Paraguay lost or won. They also had it where the VAR with Colombia, the smallest margins, rigged that way. So that's what I'm saying. Like, there's just videos everywhere of people thinking that sports are rigged, and so we see the one of Malik Beasley sprinting on the court, and we don't even think anything of it because we're just like, oh, it's another one of these rigged videos.
Yep. It's pretty good, though.
It is really
now
good.
that he's been indicted, you look at it, you're like, ah.
I mean, coast to coast in 5 seconds, he is sprinting by everybody.
The look on all the other players, you're just like, dude, what are you doing?
It would also take a lot of work. Like, even if you just picked one team, like you pick your Blazers, and you just start watching the player props.
It'd be tough.
And watching the point spread and just seeing what guys are doing, that would be a lot of work.
Yeah.
For really no reward.
No.
But the feds are doing it.
Yes. Well, the feds are doing it, and then the DraftKings and stuff, they all keep an eye on it too. And sometimes it's they that find it because of the algorithms, and then they report it up the chain of command, and they're like, hey, by the way, you might want to take a look at this.
Well, yeah, they don't want to lose their bets.
No, if you're Beasley, like, you know, all of a sudden, like, no one's betting on his spreads. And who was the guy that got banned recently?
Jonte Porter?
Yeah, Jonte Porter. Sorry, Jonte. Like, on average, there's like $3,000 bet on your over-unders, and all of a sudden there's $200,000. Yeah. Someone at DraftKings looks at that and goes, oh, and by the way, they all won. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and circle that right there.
It's going to be a highlight right there.
We're going to send that one over to the feds and have them take
That's a circle
look-see.
back later.
Yeah, circle back. Put a pin in that one, and we'll reemerge.
All right, moving on to the club. The expensive accessory every hot girl wants.
Oh.
Next.
A window daddy?
Now, from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
First on the Fan, Portland Trailblazers make a nice trade today. They are trading for all-star guard Ja Morant from the Memphis Grizzlies in exchange. Memphis will be getting Jeremy Grant and Chris Murray. Morant has only played a total of 79 games the past 3 seasons. He does have 2 years left in his contract, about $87 million worth on that. Center Yusuf Nurkic, he's planning to sign a 2-year, $22 million contract and return to the Utah Jazz. Former NBA players Malik Beasley and former Blazer Ed Davis, they are among 6 defendants that were indicted today on charges related to an alleged sports gambling scheme that targeted at least 4 games during the 2023-24 season. Detroit Lions, they've released cornerback Terrion Arnold after he was arrested last week on felony charges of armed robbery and kidnapping. Nice day at the World Cup today. Brazil was down 1-0 at the half. They come back and beat Japan 2-1. And then Germany and Paraguay went to penalty kicks. Paraguay advances 4-3 on the penalties right now. Netherlands taking on Morocco. I'm Stephen Vaughn from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
To arrive at these political compromises. Yeah.
Google me, bitch.
Oh no.
Well, my.
This game recap.
I hate this game.
I think it's a Himalayan snowcock.
Golf.
I would crush you.
I mean, you can say I was kind of seeing
Take
ghosts
a guy
out
that
there.
They're always upset. You've made these for you.
Excuse me. It's like a big black
Okay, we
that
apologize.
goes in there.
It's time for the club, baby, on 105.1 and 1080. The Fan. Hoo-wee.
Germany's a great city.
You know the one thing that we didn't talk about today?
What?
Considering we sports so hard today.
Rocco Becht?
No. And we didn't talk about it.
Oh, my Rocco!
Did something happen with Rocco?
No, but I have a thing tomorrow on that.
Okay. No, the fact that Terrion Arnold is going to prison for the rest of his life for stealing his own things.
Yeah.
That, he OJ'd it. Terrion Arnold was one of the best DBs in football, and he's going to jail now for probably the rest of his life, simply because he decided to kidnap and rob some people because they took some things from him.
What an idiot.
Yeah.
I mean, just stupid.
Yeah. He will go down as one of the Lions released him today officially. That will go down as one of the biggest boners in the history of the NFL. He's going to do more time than his Alabama teammate that killed that gal in the car wreck. That guy's Riggs is only going to serve or Ruggs. He's going to serve 5 to 7 years. Terrion Arnold's going to prison for a long ass time.
All right, so, got to talk about the Hots again.
Ah, the Hots.
And you guys like the Hots.
Well, does anyone... Well, that's... People... I think other girls don't like the Hots, and then there's some dudes, the incels, but for the most part...
You think the incels don't like the Hots?
Yeah, the incels hate the Hots.
Why?
That's the whole point of being an incel.
They resent the
They
Hots?
resent the Hots, and they think...
But they want them. How could they not want them?
But that's the thing is, they no longer want them because they think the Hots don't want them, and so they've just decided to say, F it. They're just going to be angry at the world. The Hots have pissed them off.
Yeah. Deep down in their loins, they want the Hots.
They want the Hots.
They love the Hots.
I know.
We all love the Hots.
It's tough, man.
I mean, I don't care. They can touch me.
But yes, in general, Hots make the world go round. I mean, wherever you go, the Hots are Godzilla and the rest of us are millions of fleeing Japanese.
Hots have ruled the world forever.
It really is true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they will continue to rule the world.
More Hots have taken down great, powerful men than anything. If you're a guy and you're riding high and you've got a bunch of money and you're on top of the world, the one thing that will take you down is the Hots.
Sucker.
Because they're all powerful. You think you're going great, and then you put your head up your ass. Why? Because the Hots.
Who do you think I am?
What is that?
It's the Hots.
So you didn't.
Oh my God!
So I have the expensive accessory all the hots want now. This is the new thing.
Yeah, what did the... I don't know what the hots want. I couldn't tell you.
Bitch. God. No, they're all getting into...
Come on!
Old, loud SUVs.
What?
Yeah. It's for
Boy,
the gram.
I bet you love this. So what would happen if you were enamored with a hot? Again, something unfortunate has befallen the lovely Nurse Nice.
Right.
And you, Isaac Roth, find yourself through no fault of your own. You're back out on the market.
Okay.
And the window daddy's shopping. I need to see Dong. And the hots, they're like, whoa, we've been waiting out this marriage forever. And now the hots descend upon you.
That would probably happen.
But they're loud muffler hots.
Yeah.
Could
Can't do it. Nope.
Could you?
Nope.
I don't know.
Can't do it.
I don't know.
Either that or I'm lighting their car on fire.
You'd be willing to sacrifice the hots
Yeah, there's a lot
for
of
the
hots.
anti-loud muffler?
Yeah, there's tons of hots out there. Come on, man. You ain't special. And you like a loud muffler? We're off on the wrong foot.
That does set the relationship off on a bit of a rough.
No thanks, little lady. I'll move on.
No thanks, hots.
You go find yourself another hot 51-year-old fat drunk. All right? There's a lot of us out there, too.
How did the hots get into and why SUV? Well, the hots do love the SUV.
So they love.
I'll say that.
Okay, so this says that it's all for the gram. You know, everything's for the gram.
Isn't everything for the gram?
Yeah. Well, I mean, without the gram, what are we even?
What are the troops even fighting for?
Right?
100%.
Straight of what?
What's the point of
Straight
life?
of Instagram.
Yeah. It's all about the gram.
Excuse me. So this says Lucy Matthews drives a 1994 Jeep Wrangler that doesn't have air conditioning, roars as loud as a tractor, and absolutely guzzles gas. But it's the car of her dreams.
Is it really?
She lives in Manchester, England. She's a hot. Those EV cars, they'll run you over because you can't even hear them, she says. She bought her new Jeep Wrangler last month for about $16,000. She said that people look at her and think, that's a cool girl driving a cool car. And there's something fun about a car that's quite bouncy.
Yeah. Even though they're terrible to drive, just FYI.
So, you know, we've always liked classic cars.
Yeah.
But it's mostly been men. Now the hots are into classic cars like Jeeps, Land Rover Defenders, Ford Bronco's a big one. And they want the vintage cars, and they'll pay top dollar for them, and they want the tops off.
How about, tarps off. Now, I can tell you, I do own a Ford Bronco, and we have the retractable top. I hate to say this, because my first car was a Ford Bronco. I've driven Fords for years. That Ford Bronco that we own, we got one of the new ones. That's the worst driving car I've ever owned.
Really?
I hate it.
Why?
It's made for off-roading.
Yeah.
And we got the big tires, the Sasquatch package, and it is made to go off-road.
It has Sasquatch's package?
It does. It's got Sassy Squatch tires. Right?
Huh.
And we've had that thing now for like, what, 5 years? When that came out, we got one of the first ones that rolled off. And can you guess the only reason why we still own it? Because I have tried.
Your girlfriend,
yes,
the BTJ,
yes,
has to post it on the gram.
She loves it.
Yeah.
And while she admits that everyone else hates it, she admits it doesn't drive well. If you sit in the back of it, it's terrible. And we don't. Also, let's play the fun game of how many times in 5 years it's been off road in our family.
Zero. That was easy.
Zero. So I have tried to get her. I said, let's swap it out and get like an actual SUV that when we have everyone together, we can ride comfortably. Because you cannot ride it. If you rode in the back seat of it, you'd be like, oh my God, this is the worst car ever. And we have it because for the 4 months of the year when she gets to put the soft top on and put the tarps off and drive around blasting music, she looks badass.
That's unsuckable.
Therefore, that car still with. She is one of the Instagram hots. She falls into this category, except it's not loud. We don't have like a loud muffler.
Have you asked her what that is? Like, ask her, like, pry a little bit. Like, what is it about that car.
Because it looks awesome.
A lot of cars look awesome.
And she likes to sit up high, and she loves the top down.
See, I think, here's my theory. Would you like my theory?
I would love your
I would like to
theory.
give you my theory.
Please.
My theory is that they're all just copying the super hots, the mega famous hots.
Yeah.
I think that hots, most of the time, just do what the mega hots do. That's all they do.
So,
There are no innovators in the hierarchy of hots other than the super hots.
The super hots.
The mega hots, they control everything.
Well, it's funny because
if Kardashian Jenner or whatever, maybe not Kim anymore, but like, Sydney Sweeney's a great one. She's in this article. She has one.
Yeah.
She's been seen in L.A. with her top down.
Yep.
Not her top. The car's top.
Oh, yeah.
And she's driving around and she posts on Instagram and everyone sees that and they go, I got to have that.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Now, I will tell you that the Ford Bronco looks awesome. And I was on board when they came out. I was like, dude, let's get one of these. This thing looks freaking phenomenal. And it does. It's the coolest looking car I've ever had, and it's the worst car I've ever had. And for her, the coolness factor of it is worth keeping. Like believe me, I'm started a full campaign to get rid of it and get a different SUV, but so far it's not working good because she wants the cool factor.
So check this out. Kendall Jenner has a 1989 Toyota Land Cruiser.
Okay.
Sydney Sweeney has been spotted in Los Angeles driving a 1969 red Bronco she restored herself.
No, she did not. Oh, kiss my ass.
She did all the work on it too.
Stop it.
I saw her.
That means she paid
That
someone.
means she paid someone to do it. Dan Lanning drives one of these.
Whoa, is he super hot?
Yeah, I'm just saying. Lanning
Lanning's one of the
splurged.
super hots.
Dude, Lanning went to like the preeminent Bronco builder and had him rebuilt like a mid-60s Bronco. So, I mean, Dan Lanning, one of the hots.
Mega influencer Alex Earl often posts photos inside vintage pickup trucks and Broncos. Earl said the power steering and turning radius are different than a modern SUV, but that's kind of the point. Banyan Motors, a Houston-based company that restores 20th century German cars, says its roster of female clients rose 60% in the past 2 years. At classic car insurance company Hagerty, the number of women under 50 who bought Broncos from the 60s and 70s jumped 82% over the past 3 years.
Can totally see that.
So apparently they think they're fun and girly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And a new Jeep's just not as cool.
See, if you saw our two cars, I drive a little sedan. I have a little tiny EV. And then we have...
Soy boy.
I am a soy boy. I have my little electric EV, man of the people, soy boy. She has this big jacked up Bronco. Everyone thinks that I'm the Bronco guy. I'm like, no, I hate it. I don't like to drive it. Every now and then she'd be like, I want to take your car. I'm like, no, I don't want to drive. I hate driving that thing. It's uncomfortable as hell. But again, the cool factor. And that's where so basically in a study development, the hots want something that's sucky but looks cool. You think about it. Yeah. When you see a hot dressed up to go out, none of that's comfortable. The makeup's uncomfortable. The eyelashes are uncomfortable. The dress is uncomfortable. The shoes are uncomfortable. But it looks good, and it looks good on the gram. Therefore, you're doing it.
Well, and they like analog features.
Well, who's making the decision for the super hots? Like who?
They are.
Like they do? Like the actual ladies do?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's for the gram.
It's for the gram, man. The super hots set the trends.
They know. They know
smart.
What they're doing.
So they're super hot because they're super hot and they're smart. They know.
They're the influencers.
Yeah. Whatever they do.
Guess what? We've been influenced. My family has been influenced.
It trickles down.
We're influenced.
It's called trickle-down economics.
Trickle-down influencing.
That's right.
I tried to get her to trade it in like on a nice Toyota, like SUV. And I thought I'd get her with all the luxury features because the Broncos are like, they're not fancy. They're actually like inside. It's made to like hose out with like a, you just like spray it down. It's
hose out, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, you can hose out on
it. Hose out.
Oh. So I thought I'd win her over with like the luxury of like a nice Toyota SUV. No. You know why?
No, they don't care.
Because that ain't cool.
They want stick shift. They want windows that have to be cranked down.
Yeah.
They want
top off.
Questionable airbags. That's what's up. Yeah. It's the new thing.
Well, I think about it like when we take the top off and the top, there's nothing up there. I always like wonder if this thing rolls, like
it's dead.
It's just a big empty top. Yeah,
don't worry about that.
Nah, you're fine.
No.
Hey, it looks cool and it gets like
what it does
15 miles. of a gallon. That she hates. She does hate the gas mileage.
What it does is it projects an image. That's what it does.
Yes.
It projects an edge.
Yeah.
They like to be edgy.
The BTJ is edgy.
Can change their own oil.
No, that's not happening.
Which isn't happening, but
Can
they
I
like
make-
to project that they are.
Can I make her change out the top? Because I have to do that twice a year. Next time I'm like, no. Nice try, Sugar Teas. You get at that with that torque wrench. you switch it from the hot to the soft top to the hard. Because that's the other thing too. You gotta have both. You can't have one. You can't have
Right.
one.
You can't just have the hard. It's got to be soft.
You gotta
also.
have the softs as well.
Can't always be hard.
The cool factor is when it goes soft. Apparently, that's when you can go tarps off.
It also goes hand in hand with the whole hots love hiking and camping thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
But they don't. They just want to look like they hike and camp.
it's a thing.
Outdoorsy.
Outdoorsy.
Yeah, it's a thing. You
Yeah.
got to have the hiking boots.
It's like when you go to Nashville
outfits,
and you have to
little
wear
outfits.
you have to wear a cowboy hat. You're like, what? Don't ask me why, but you have to have one. Or in the fall when you have to dress like Han Solo. No one knows why, but you do. Why? Because the Super Hots dress like Han Solo, and you're going to dress like Han Solo. You are so right. I've never thought about this. The Super Hots run everything.
Yeah.
Not only do the Super Hots dominate us, they dominate the regular Hots. Or the Uggos. It's like Mean Girls.
I didn't realize there were so many classes of hots.
There is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There's levels.
There's
man.
levels to this
There's
game.
levels to this game.
Yeah.
We all know that.
Yeah.
And
And
we all
when-
play by their rules.
And when you see like a mega hot like out in the wild, it's like the worst is when you see one that's like working at a drive-through and you're like, you will not be here for long. Someone's gonna come along and see you and be like, it's like Pam Anderson was like at that Toronto Argonauts game, super hot, mega hot. Someone saw her on camera and was like, nope.
What are you doing here?
Yep. Rob, you saw the you said what, like the hottest stripper you ever saw was it Mary's?
Well, in town.
In town.
In Portland.
Yes.
She was at Mary's, yes.
And how long do you think she was there?
Oh, 2 days?
2 days.
Yeah.
And
I
someone-
told her that.
Yeah.
I said, what are you doing?
Yeah, you knew.
Yeah. Like, what is this?
Yeah.
And she was like, oh, I'm new to town. I'm like,
there
that
you go.
makes sense.
You
Well,
will-
we'll see you in Vegas in 3 years.
You are not meant for Portland. Someone will come along, and I guarantee she's probably influencing other hots right now.
When's the last time you saw a mega hot in the wild?
Oh, dude, it's so
It doesn't
rare.
happen
No,
much.
it's so rare. I'm trying to think of like.
I mean, a
it's-
mega.
Yeah, that's rarefied air.
I don't know that I've ever seen a mega hot. out
Right?
there.
Right? If
gotta-
you think about it, it's not.
You got to be like L.A., New York,
Yeah.
Miami,
It's not common.
stuff like that.
And
You know.
oftentimes the mega hots, they don't want to be mega hot when you're looking at them.
No.
So they dumb it down.
Yeah.
They don't want you looking at them.
No. You know, all you need to do to find a mega yacht is just find a mega hot is find a yacht. If you find a yacht, you will, and that's the thing.
Follow the
Yacht,
yachts.
hot.
To the
Yeah.
hots.
If
Hot,
you're a mega
yacht.
hot, you're not in Portland because we don't have yachts. You're on the yacht. That's the thing. If you ever go down to like Mexico and you go, if you go to like Cabo and you go down to the real fancy area like San Jose del Cabo and they got the docks all there, you will see boats that are like, oh my God, look on deck because it's that's a different class.
That's where they reside.
That's where they reside.
It's like turning over a rock, finding a snake.
Exactly. You know where they're at.
You know where they're hiding.
Yeah.
You just got to go. You got to be willing to go find them.
They're on the yacht.
All right. Well,
And
that's,
behind every hot that's on a yacht, you know that there's a weird looking fat guy.
I'm amazed at how much you guys know about mega hots.
Oh, you got to know.
well,
these
we're
things.
experienced.
Yeah.
You've lived that life.
Well, and my
Are you guys retired mega hots?
I'm not saying radio's not
Yeah.
like glamorous,
It's
but there was a day.
Yeah. I'll
There
just
was a day.
I'll just tell you, my brief dalliance in the NFL, that was the closest I've gotten to the world of the mega hots. Riding around with Warren Sapp, because he just would take pity on me and give me rides places. Because he would see me on my bicycle and he would just be disgusted with me.
You felt bad.
He did feel bad. So I would, and mainly it was mainly so that he could tell me how awesome he was. He loved to ride around. He loved to have me ride around in his Mercedes while he complained about how he can't go anywhere because he's so awesome. while he was playing the world's loudest music, like a $200,000 car that had his personalized license plate on it. Hand to God. And anytime we're in the car, he just would talk about how he can't go anywhere. But seeing that's what gave me the glimpse of the world of the mega hots. And it's like, there's levels. Now imagine the level above like Warren Sapp. Because then you get into like
quarterback hot.
And then there's owner hot. If you want to see hot, go find out like who's hanging out with like the billionaire owner. And then if you want to go another level of hot, then you go up to like, Epstein, like that, the weird stuff. Then that's a whole other ball game where you're dealing with like international hots, and there's levels. I'm not against owning Epstein Island.
It's hard to have morals.
Yeah.
When you're a hot.
Yeah.
It's going to be hard.
Well, again, imagine if you were just some pretty girl and you're like 18, 19, you're minding your own business, and someone's like, hey, you want to go on a yacht? You want to take a private plane to Morocco? Are you saying no? Okay, well, I'm going to Morocco. I was listening to an interview with Kate Hudson, who I love, by the way.
She's great.
And Kate Hudson was giving an interview. So she's been famous at 16. Now she's Goldie Hawn's kid, raised by Kurt Russell. She said at 16, she got her first professional modeling gig. And she was talking about her life. And the interviewer said, do you ever stop to think about the stuff you were exposed to? And she said something to the effect of, she was hanging with the Rolling Stones at 16 years old. She was on a photo shoot with the Rolling Stones, and she kind of chuckled and said, yes, I've never had problems getting access to things. And you're like, yeah. You're 16 years old, and someone's like, would you like to meet Mick Jagger in London on a private plane? Yeah. Mega hot, dude.
If I were mega hot, I'd just hike.
It used to
camp.
Be out. Yeah.
Ride around in my Jeep.
You don't need a yacht.
My old Jeep. With my morals. My dogs.
That's like what Sarah Jean Underwood does. She just takes naked photos and then sends them out there.
Yeah, but she was
mega hot.
She had her moment.
She had her moment.
Like, she can retire from being mega hot.
But she's not anymore.
You're not always a mega hot.
Well, she still is. She posts, like, she lives out in the woods and just sends photos of herself, naked in the woods.
But she's peaked.
She's
peaked.
Look,
come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Still, man. Making a living off of being a mega hot.
Even Kim Kardashian's peaked.
Yeah.
Like, yesterday's news, baby. Sydney Sweeney is on the scene.
That's true. And there'll be someone that comes along and derails her.
That's exactly right. Get your bread, girl.
Get your own yacht.
All right, now to the men's fashion, the hottest this summer.
Men's hots next?
No, this is men's fashion.
I thought we were going to start judging men's hots.
No, I don't. Well, we can if you'd like.
I would love that.
I know you would. Let's talk bedazzling.
I've been waiting for bedazzling to come back.
Next.
Now, from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
First on the Fan, Portland Trail Blazers made a deal today. They're trading for All-Star guard Ja Morant. In exchange, the Grizzlies, they'll be getting Jeremy Grant and Chris Murray. Morant has had a couple troublesome seasons the last couple of years. He's only played 79 games the past 3 seasons. He does have 2 years left on his deal, worth about $87 million. Former Blazers center Yusuf Nurkic, he intends to sign a 2-year, $22 million contract to return to play for the Utah Jazz. Former NBA players Malik Beasley and former Blazer Ed Davis are among 6 defendants that were indicted today on charges related to an alleged sports gambling scheme targeted at least 4 games during the 2023-24 season. Detroit Lions, they have officially released cornerback Terrion Arnold after he was arrested last week on felony charges of armed robbery and kidnapping. Awesome day in the World Cup today in the knockout stage. First match, Brazil taking on Japan. Brazil was down 1-0 at the half. They win 2-1 over Japan. Germany and Paraguay go into PKs where Paraguay advances 4-3 on penalties right now. The Netherlands taking on Morocco. We're tied at 0 here in the 28th minute. I'm Stephen Vaughn from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
So have you been out? You like to go out.
I do.
You're a party animal.
Want to know about that? I'm a barman.
You're a barman.
Yeah, there's a difference between being a party animal. Like, you ever go by like a club?
What?
You know, like like in Vancouver, occasionally in Portland, there'll be a couple over there, like in the entertainment district, and you walk by at night, like maybe you're walking from one bar to another, you're trying to get a falafel, looking for dinner in all the wrong places, and you walk by a club. Oh my God. That's just like Satan's taint. I cannot fathom.
I can't see you in there.
No,
dancing
with the hots. Like why? Yeah. I don't know if there would be a more foreign environment for me than we're going to Portland's hottest nightclub. It's called Side Boob. Like whatever it is, or Itch, or it's always some sort of strange. Yeah. Right, it's always.
Hey, you guys want to go to Itch?
You gotta go to Itch, right? And there's like flames outside of it. There's a lot of neon. You can hear the music.
The hots pulling up in their Jeeps.
Oh yeah, you can hear the thumping like through the wall. And you're just like, why?
Yeah. Can't talk to them because it's too loud.
No, and you're just like, what? Ugh. But now an experienced barman. On a Friday night or Thursday or maybe a Tuesday, I don't know, Saturday, Sunday, that you'll get me.
Well, this from Yahoo. Have you noticed on a night out that men are sparkling more these days?
What? Is Ed Hardy having to come back? I have not noticed the men at the bars I go to that are sparkling.
We live in Portland, so it's not as, I mean, I would imagine this hasn't made it our way yet.
No.
Nor would we even care if it did. But apparently bedazzled shirts, bedazzled shorts, bedazzled jackets, bedazzled sports hats, and even bedazzled shoes are the new thing.
Really?
Yes.
I'm trying to picture this. Like,
rhinestones are taking over menswear fashion from luxury to fast fashion, and the internet has taken notice.
Wow.
That's right.
I just looked it up. They're like Target offers now.
Yep.
Like
you'll see it. Yeah, and I'm not talking just high fashion. I'm talking, you just said it, Target.
Dude, I did not realize that this was a thing. Oh yeah, I see it.
Let's get some sparkles out there.
Oh my God, this is coming back?
Yeah. What do you mean back? I don't think it was ever in for
men.
men.
It was in. Have you not seen
for men?
Like Hee Haw?
I'm gay.
This is like country Little Jimmy Dickens type stuff. Yeah, country music like in the 70s was about rhinestone. I mean, my God, have you not heard Glenn Campbell? There's a whole song about it. Like a rhinestone cowboy. I thought that died in like 1974 in Nashville. But now it's coming back. I'm seeing all, like, if you just look up men bedazzled shirt, they're everywhere.
Look it up on Amazon. They got all kinds of stuff on there for you.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's right.
That's a real thing, huh?
It's what the guys are doing now. You're nobody if you're not bedazzled.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Can you see Stevie Fire out there bedazzled?
Now, if I bought you a bedazzled shirt, would you wear it?
No.
0% chance.
No. I think you would, though.
Me?
Yeah.
Why would I wear a bedazzled?
You're spicy. You like to keep it spicy, man. I can see it.
I like to keep it spicy, man.
Yeah, I think there's some times late at night where, you know, I mean,
we
not judging what you're doing.
But he's gay.
You know.
We put on the bedazzling. Dude, I'm trying to think of what would happen if I went home. Here's one on Amazon that's a T-shirt that has a bedazzled "Who's a good boy."
Who's a good boy? Yeah, it has like what I'm seeing is like bedazzled San Francisco 49ers hats.
Yeah, I see this.
If you'd like.
Yeah.
Raiders.
Here's one that just looks like it looks like the Galaxy. There's some button downs, deep V-necks. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Pretty hot.
That this was the thing. Now, I will say that
do chicks dig this?
Well, I don't know. The BTJ has a group of gals she calls the goddesses, which don't get me started on that. It's her friends that they hang out together. But there is a male member of the goddesses, and that's Lewis. Lewis is a small gay Asian man who is more fabulous than all the other goddesses, and he does wear a lot of bedazzling.
We should have done it for the gays.
Is it possible that the gays
they're
influenced
yes,
and now the straights want the stylish of the gays? Because I think Lewis has been doing this for years. I once showed up to a function and Lewis was in a mesh half tank top, bedazzled. And I instantly walked in and was like, man, if only I could.
I can't pull that off.
No.
If I could, I would.
That wasn't a club, by the way. That was just at someone's house. He just put on
Tuesday.
Yeah, he just rolled into that thing. He's like, check it out. I was like, damn right.
He just looked through his closet like that. That's it.
Well, it was his power move.
What they're saying here about this, and this is not, I don't think this is going to apply to you and I, being olds.
Yeah.
But and maybe not even Steven. He's semi-old. This applies more to the younger generations, but men are often criticized for, like, when we grew up, you just couldn't really have style.
No.
Like
it was mocked.
It's an expression. Yeah, it was mocked. That's right.
Yeah.
And so you kind of fell in line, and everybody wore kind of the same things, and that's still true in a lot of instances today.
Yeah.
It's just that I think nowadays more and more, it's being viewed as a way, like when men are actually interested in expressing themselves through their clothes, whether that's bedazzling or whatever it is.
Kind of a new fun to be a guy sort of event that you've got going on.
Chicks dig it.
Yeah.
And it's no longer taboo for the man to step out of line and become like Jeremy Grant or Cam Newton.
Jeremy Grant and Cam Newton are bedazzled.
You know?
I guarantee they're bedazzled.
But they're also guys who, bedazzling or not, they're also dudes who just they take their fashion seriously. Like they're expressing themselves through their clothes. Men usually don't. I mean,
no.
Come on. Look at
yeah.
It's just
sweet Nikes hoodie though.
Yeah, thanks, man. It's
My
just
plain black T-shirt.
I got a long sleeve blue on today.
Yeah, like look through our closets. It's probably really boring, and that a lot of young people are looking at that going, well, no, I'm going to spice this up a little bit.
So what you're saying is I need this bedazzled "Who's a good boy" T-shirt.
So what you're saying is the kids don't want to wear my Jimmer Fredette jersey?
I don't think so.
No, unless you bedazzled it.
Now, I will say my son doesn't bedazzle, but he hit me with one of these. I'm getting him a suit, right? He needs to get a suit. So I was ordering him a suit. And so I was online, and I was just like asking him for his measurements. I said, what size are your pants? And he hit me with this. Yesterday, he hit me with this. He goes, I don't, because I was like, he's like, what do you mean my pant size? And I was like,
he doesn't even know, does
he? And he goes like this. He goes, Dad, I don't have any pants with U.S. sizes. I was like, oh my God. Really?
What is he, like European
Yeah,
size?
he wears like Japanese, he wears like Asian. And I was like, and I was like, you don't have a single pair. He goes, dude, they're all internet. And I was like, you don't have a pair of Van pants? And he goes, wait. Oh my God. He's like, I think I have one of those. He had no idea what his pant size was in U.S. I was like, you don't have like a waist inseam? But yeah, he wears very fashion forward Asian tech bro stuff.
Well, maybe he'll be bedazzled soon.
Boy.
And you should not make fun of him for it.
He does come home from college from time to time, and you're a little like, whoa. But he works on him. He pulls it off. I kind of want him to come home bedazzled now.
You know, we have one of the kids here in the office. I don't know if you met Jackson yet today.
I have not met Jackson.
He's our new social media guy.
Mm-hmm.
He was decked out today in something that I could never pull off.
No.
But it was great. He looked great. He's one of the kids.
Now, I will say this.
He had a baseball hat on.
But he was
But he had that kind of the baggy pants,
Sure.
you know. And
the baggy's back.
Yeah.
See, when I dress up,
we'll fit right in.
I don't dress up to go to work, but when I do dress up, I don't bedazzle, but I dress a little more. I dress a little more fancy, like or not fancy. What would you say? Like whimsy.
Sexy.
I take chances.
Classy.
Yeah.
Sexy.
I do have I'll go leopard print deep like button up, but I'm only allowed to wear that if she's around. She says it puts out the wrong vibe. If I wear
I think it's the right vibe.
If I'm going somewhere and she's not with me and I break out the leopard print button up, she's like, no, that puts out the wrong. It sends the wrong signal.
Dude, if I ever see you in a leopard button up, vibes are high, dude. I am all in on you right
I'll
there.
wear the leopard button up tomorrow, and when I come home, she'll be like, you wore that to work?
I'll be psyched for the show.
She'll be like, what are you doing? Yeah, she's got.
Wait till you guys see my leopard print thong.
Yeah.
We go leopard print Tuesdays?
Yeah. Hey, you want leopard print? You want leopard print Tuesday? We can do that. Let's go. But yeah, I don't think I could ever. I'll take some chances. I don't think I could ever bedazzle. I don't think I could allow myself to be bedazzled.
You could though.
Start small. Just bedazzle just a little bit. Just
you
right
could
around
you could wear a T-shirt with bedazzle on it for sure.
Well, look at your Japan hat.
Yeah.
Just bedazzle seriously, just bedazzle the around the J
yeah,
there.
he's not wrong. That would look
it
fine.
Would look fine. It would.
Now, when we were at the Fuel concert, did you notice the Fuel lead singer was bedazzled?
Yes.
Double
I would be shocked if
bedazzled chain wallet.
Right.
Yeah.
Double.
I don't know that you could pull that off. But you could have the outline of the J there.
Now, if I'm bedazzling anything, I'm going double
You're
bedazzled.
going hard.
I'm going double bedazzled chain wallet.
See, that's your problem is you're going too hard too soon.
Yeah, dude. If I'm gonna bedazzle, I'm going hard into the paint. I'm not going with some soft ass layup.
Just dip your toes in.
Nah, dude. We're throwing down with authority.
So there's the latest men's fashion trend, guys.
I was not aware that the bedazzle was coming back.
Watch out. The sparklies will be out there if you venture into the clubs.
It's a good thing I'm not at the clubs. I just can't think of a worse night out than going to a club. I can't picture it at this point. Because there's nothing worse. Clubs on their own are dodgy, but being the old guy at the club,
creepy.
Oh my God! I told you is it River Pig or Whistle Pig? What's the
River Pig?
River Pig.
Saloon.
Saloon. Yeah. I ended up there. I didn't know we were going there. That was you're meeting me and my friends, and I met the missus there, like on a Friday night. Even that, I was like, what are we doing? Like, as I'm walking through, I felt like a narc. It was like 22 Jump Street. I was just waiting to like rat out kids for drugs.
Kids?
Yes. And the worst part is
they're like, Dad?
Yes.
Is that you, Dad?
And I saw the worst part is I saw men my age and older, and I was like, oh my God, that's what I look like. I gotta leave now. It's so bad.
Coach Vaughn's had that where like some people will get like bachelorette parties that'll go to the club or whatever. Like this was like a couple years ago, maybe 5 years ago, and she'll see like students that she had at the club, and she's like, "That was really weird. We gotta go. Like this is bad."
Yeah, this ain't for me, man.
No,
I gotta get out. I gotta get out now.
All right, we gotta wrap this baby up, okay?
Let's wrap this bitch up.
Next. was just informed by my sources that, so we were talking about the fact that the Blazers got Ja Morant. You know?
I am aware.
Did you know that?
I did. I do.
Was that you I was talking to about that today?
I think you were.
Show?
You might have been talking to Stevie Fire over there. Actually, you got serious. You called him Steven Fire.
I got called Steven Fire today.
Yeah.
That's
when window
I wasn't
daddy.
messing around.
No, you were not.
It's a big trade. Anyway, we were joking we buried the lead. We haven't asked the right question yet. The best question, the biggest question. What does Bill Oram think?
It's a good question.
Who do you think I am?
It is the question of record.
So then we saw on his Twitter that he said, I hate it. I hate everything about it, or whatever he said.
He said, Tom Dunn watched the Netflix documentary. This is what he came up with. Ja Morant, the Glock brandishing malcontent, the immature, the reckless, and the dangerous, the franchise killer.
So he is now, and we were predicting this. We were like, okay, how long before his column is out, just absolutely lambasting this deal. He is calling it the worst trade
ever
in Trailblazers history.
He posted a link to the column, and on the tweet it says, my column on the worst trade in Trailblazers history, even knowing that they gave up next to nothing.
What? The worst trade?
In Trailblazers history.
Wow.
Now, I would read it, but I can't because I think it's behind a paywall.
Sorry about that.
And I don't pay for Oregon Live content.
You can find the paywall blockers.
I guess, can't you just give it to ChatGPT?
Yeah, they find it, yeah. There's a good one. If you just Google paywall remover, there's 4 options. One of them almost always works.
See, those have never worked for me.
Well, there's a new one now, and I'll find it. Paywall. Yeah, if you just Google paywall remover, there's a site, and it gives you 4 Options at the top. Yeah, it's just called removepaywall.com. And there's option, you put in the thing and it's option 1, 2, 3, or 4. And I would say 99% of the time, one of the options works. Because it's all in one. Because, there's different ways like around it. And this is the nice one because it's free. And it just,
Right. Well, Bill Oram is having his moment. He is
the worst trade in Blazer history.
He is ascending in the Portland sports media.
Yes.
By just bashing everything.
He's going to Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, he's getting there, isn't he?
He is.
I like it.
It's close.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what the worst. Jermaine O'Neal, maybe? Right? Isn't that the one that everyone's like,
worst trade in Blazers history?
The CJ trade didn't turn out very well.
What about, that wasn't a trade, but didn't they trade down and not draft Chris Paul and then they got Martell Webster?
Yeah.
Because that was a trade.
Right, they traded back.
I'm sorry. You got Martell Webster and you traded essentially for, you gave up Chris Paul.
Or Darren Williams.
Look, you traded Chris Paul for Martell Webster. No offense to Jeremy Grant and whoever the hell else was, one of the Murray brothers.
Chris Murray.
I'm going to go ahead and go with that one.
I'm still holding out hope for Martell Webster. I think he's got skills.
I remember talking about that. I was like, well, Martell,
I can't believe he wasn't good.
I
still won't believe it.
That was the one time that I had we were at a pizza joint. I think we were at Tom's Pizza when that happened, and I was with the great Ian Furness.
Yeah.
That's the one time that I've had to have a physical interaction with a fan. And we had to, I threw a fan into the bushes. He was so angry over that because Furness was just killing them. And some dude got all drunk, and he got so angry he followed me out to my car, and he shoved me in the back because I wouldn't stop to yell with him about the Blazer thing. So I turned around and he was drunk, so I didn't hit him, but I picked him up and I threw him into the hedges. And I had to go in and I had to talk and be like, should this be a thing? And everyone just agreed that we just kind of let it go. In 20 plus years, that's the only physical interaction I've ever had with a fan.
They also traded, I believe, 2 first-round picks for Zach Collins.
Yeah, that hurts too.
That was the Giannis draft, wasn't it?
Yeah, but he went way later. But that was the one we were told that he was Kevin McHale meets. Was it Kevin McHale meets?
Not the Giannis year.
Someone else. And
Donovan Mitchell.
And he was a foundational pillar. So I hate to do this, but this is clearly not the worst trade in Blazer history.
So where did Bill Oram come from? He just kind of came out of nowhere.
He's been here for a while, I think. Dirt Sprague have him on all the time.
Yeah, I feel like I never heard of him until the last couple months.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. He's suddenly pouncing on this Blazer stuff, but where...
He's like a bedazzled leopard.
Is he So he's the new Canzano.
Yeah, he's the columnist there at the Oregonian.
Bedazzled. I don't know if he can pull off a bedazzle.
Where's he from?
I don't know what he looks like.
I don't know. I see him sometimes. He's on with he goes on with the morning guys. He was the one that had the
Who
great.
do you think I am?
Yeah, the great booth tension with Sprague. Him and Sprague were delicious. That you could cut the sexual tension with a knife.
Okay, so he's been there since 2022. He is a 7th generation Oregonian. He previously covered the Lakers for The Athletic. Before that, he worked at the Orange County Register and the Salt Lake Tribune.
He's a Utah guy.
He's an award winner.
Damn right he's an award winner. You can pull my pants down and slap my ass.
And he went to the University of Montana.
Maybe me and him can get together and we can talk about the good old days in Utah.
And his picture on here looks nothing like what he really looks like.
Oh, it's one of those.
Well, I like I told you, I cornholed with him at Jason Quick's house.
Yeah, you did cornhole with him.
And this picture looks nothing like, that's not the guy I cornholed with.
Oh.
But it was. It's just, he just looks different.
Older photo.
Well, it'd be like, like you and I putting up a picture of our headshots from
that's true.
2015.
Well, you could put up a headshot.
A little different.
You could put up a headshot from, that's the, people change quite a bit.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Better or worse, who's to say?
Mostly worse. Oh.
You had that glow up. Well, he's having his moment, so congratulations.
He has arrived.
Are you saying the era has become?
Yeah, I think it is.
The Bill Oram era is here?
It is here.
God, I love it.
Move over, Canzano. This guy's pissing him off right and left.
Bill effing Oram He should walk around with a bedazzled
era
shirt that
has
says
become.
Bill effing Orem.
I think it should say, "Who do you think I am?"
Just crotch chopping people. Now,
do
did
you
you
think
say
I
who
am?
won the cornhole battle between you two?
I don't remember. It was a tournament.
You
and
seem like you'd be a good cornholer.
Quick's a good cornholer.
Quick's great at it.
And he takes it very seriously.
Well, there were a lot of guys there that were good cornholers. I want to say Orem won.
It is funny to watch when dudes take cornhole really seriously.
Oh, 100%. But in the right situation, guys will take anything seriously. It's like,
That's right.
You know, unless you don't show up for your competition. But when you do show up, guys tend to get real
competitive,
real quick. Yeah, 100%. I was at a pool function with the new brother-in-law, old Joe Fisher there, and what's hilarious?
Whoa. What?
No, he's long time now dating the BTJ's best friend.
Well, I know, but
No,
scared me there.
No.
Like, wait a minute.
But the best part is
Family.
Breaking news.
Joe gets super competitive, like uber competitive, and even against kids. He's that guy.
Coach Vaughn does that too.
Yeah. Like Joe's playing like pickleball against like 12-year-olds, 10-year-olds, and he's out there to kill. He's like Andre Agassi, like overhead smashing. You're like, wow.
There's a family day at Central Catholic, and they had to cancel the kickball game because Coach Vaughn kicked it to third. It was sprinting down the line. The throw was a little high, and like this 10-year-old jumped to catch it, and she just
Costanza style.
railroaded, train tracked him. He did a backflip,
Wow.
and the game had to be stopped. And then they canceled the game for next year.
Oh,
we don't play anymore at the Central Catholic
of
Family
Coach
anymore because
Vaughn,
Coach
huh?
Vaughn ran over like a 10-year-old.
Well, I'll tell you what, that people that are like that blow my mind.
That's crazy.
They're children.
Yeah,
She's got to win though. The funny part
Competitive.
is, she then when we had to switch, we go back in the field. She walks up and she goes, "Get off the tracks when the train comes through."
No remorse.
No remorse at all. And I'm
No.
like, dude, you just hit a 10-year-old. She's like, don't care. Get off the track.
Oh yeah, man. It's fascinating
I
to
respect
watch.
it.
Yeah. The worst is like in
Head coach?
God.
like in
What?
if you go to class in jiu-jitsu, it's co-ed, like it's, and there's usually a pretty good understanding of, hey, dumbass, you're rolling against a girl that weighs like 90 pounds less than you. Simmer down, Bruce.